What's up, everybody, and welcome back to the Reality Kingdom with the real and reality or whatever. Period.
Oh, watch those B words.
You better watch those. I'm your host, Pharaoh. We're joined by our wonderful co-host, Lee. Lee, where you go? Why Lee just leave us like this? I don't like being alone. Oh no, SpongeBob.
Oh, SpongeBob.
Oh, SpongeBob.
Oh, SpongeBob.
Oh, SpongeBob. Anyways, we're here to discuss episodes 12, 13, 14, and 15 of Love Island USA. Season 6. Period.
Lee, how you feeling? Lee is mourning Andrea. That's the last thing I would be mourning. You know what I am? You know what I am mourning? Cordina.
Oh my God.
Because y'all sister Serena is pissing me off.
Oh my God.
We're gonna get to that. We're gonna get to that. I gotta keep it real cute because, girl, I forgot the Love Island season 6.
You gonna get jumped, bitch.
Girl.
They was getting my last time.
The Liv stands. I can clearly see here that the Liv and Leah stands clearly still got beef.
Well,
and I want everyone to know I am a neutral party. I am Sweden. Do I like Liv? No, I do not.
Well,
am I going to get in Liv's ass here and there? Yes. Am I going to hold Leah accountable? No, I will not.
Period. And that's just that on that. And that's just that on that. That's just that on that. Lee, it was a lot on this drop. It was actually way too much.
No, it was.
Bitch, we had bombshells. First, fuck the bombshells. We had this.
Switzerland, Sweden, not neutral.
It is Switzerland, isn't it? No, it's Sweden.
What's Sweden be doing?
It's Switzerland.
I feel like I can say Sweden because what does Sweden be doing for real?
Sweden be in some shit. You don't know what Sweden be in.
Me neither. I don't know what she be doing.
Actually, be careful.
Well, that's the thing. I'm not neutral, bitch. I'm Sweden.
Please. I know it was a lot, so we got to get into it. It ain't even no time for dilly and dallying. The fuck is we talking about? Let's get into it.
Yeah, it was a lot. It was a lot.
And look,
I feel like the thing is the Liv stands, they started jumping me real bad because I ain't gonna lie, I had a Pharaoh moment where I misinterpreted something. So of course I like Leah. And not even just because of the PPG of it all. As the show has developed, I actually enjoy Leah. Period. I will probably be like this IRL. So Period. When she was walking around the villa saying she didn't do nothing, she took a back seat. I said she did take a back seat. I didn't even question it. Period. My mother said she took a back seat, so guess where the back seat was at? Took.
Period.
And then when Liv was like, well, no, she was the main one. I'm like, because all I can remember is Liv's loud Australian accent over talking everyone during the deliberation.
She did do
so
that.
I was like, well, it was clearly Liv making the decision because after also Liv was the main one defending the decision. It had to have been Liv's decision.
It was.
When I went to go back to watch the clip,
it
wasn't Liv's decision.
Okay.
And in fact, Leah did bring up Andrea first. However, Liv... Let my bitch lie. See, and here's the thing with Liv.
Okay,
Liv is like, Liv could easily be on my stand list. She could be in my little pocket.
Well, why isn't she then? Why isn't she?
I don't like when she beefs with Leah.
Okay.
You see, when she was beefing with Leah at first, I was not feeling it. Okay. In this last drop, she wasn't beefing with Leah. I was like, this girl is actually really funny. Now she beefing with Leah again. And that's where the confliction comes in at. And that's why I went straight to trying to say, she's lying when it was Leah that was lying. So I can't drag Liv today. She ate Leah up in that argument. She did. She let her have it. Okay. And that's y'all girl. I just need to get past this Leah versus Liv era because I don't like it.
I don't think it ever goes away.
If I'm forced to choose a side, I'm choosing Leah.
What if you're forced for the rest of the season?
I'm choosing Leah for the rest of the season.
Well, Livinators, I guess you're gonna have to take a back seat on this. Let me stop, child. But yes, no, it was Lee. This is my advice as someone who almost got gunned down last podcast. You know, just stay Switzerland. Okay, because the girl,
I'm saying Sweden, bitch.
Because the girls will come for you, bitch. And I got to give a quick disclaimer. I'm not Serena. I will not.
Liv is a Pisces.
Interesting. You don't even have your Pisces sister back.
Oh my God! If Liv is a Pisces, I have to rethink things.
Why you don't have your Pisces sister back?
If Liv is a Pisces, I have to rethink
Why
things.
are Pisces sisters back?
Liv ain't no Pisces. Is she a Pisces?
Talk like one. No shade.
I may have to actually get off her neck if she a Pisces. I don't like dragging fellow Pisces.
Look, you adding on to the dog pile.
She is a Pisces.
Wouldn't clock it.
Oh my God. February 23rd. See, she's a February Pisces. I don't know.
She's not one of the girls. She's not one of the girls.
This girl, she was born in 2002. How old are these people?
You're lying.
This is what Wikipedia says.
Wikipedia is definitely wrong.
It says she's a college student.
No, she's not.
How
Let me tell you
old
something. Liv is at least 29. So I know that's lying.
And it's literally just like in the energy of it all. Like I would not have guessed that she was born in 2002. That's crazy.
She wasn't. That's actually, they're lying to you. Maybe they meant 1992. Because 2002 doesn't make any sense. Truly. The energy, by the energy of it all. Right. So what I was saying was, I'm not Serena. It's not giving I support my friends' rights.
Hold the hell up on. You're not gonna let Serena catch a stray because you trying to.
It's no shade. I'm not even trying to say her.
Rephrase that.
I love when people support people's rights and roles. I feel like those are great friends. I love them. I love that for those friends. I'm not that friend. If my friend doing wrong, I'm dragging. So I'm letting y'all know in this podcast, if I drag, that doesn't mean that's not my friend. So don't be like, ain't that your friend? That could still be my friend. My friends can get dragged. And I'm letting that be known now because I will be dragged.
You ain't gonna drag me.
Girl. Easily.
And I know
it would easily.
Do it. I'll wait.
Easily.
I'll wait.
Easily.
I'll wait.
Easily.
I'll wait.
You want me to do it?
I'm not Leah.
Do you want me to do it? I'll do it. Anyways, y'all. So
Exactly. I'll shut this whole fucking shit down, bitch.
Somebody said, what happened?
Bitch, if I burn, you burn with me.
We started off. We're gonna have to start off with this dumping girl because the dumping really shook everything.
Girl, this dumping was nasty. And you know what's tea is? They said that the tea is the girls usually choose for the boys and the boys usually choose for the girls. But this time they switched it up. And I'm glad they did because I misinterpreted the rules when she was saying it. So in my mind, I'm thinking, oh, the boys are going to choose the girls. And I immediately thought, well, Janae is out of here. It's done for Janae.
It was scary.
And then my friend was like, no. It's the girls choosing. I said, oh, well, Janae's social game Craig is not going any motherfucking there, bitch. Okay.
I think it makes sense. I love that they didn't do it, but to me, it would have made sense if the guys chose the girls and the girls chose the guys. But I'm glad they didn't because it caused this, Henny. I needed this to happen. Oh,
regardless of how y'all feel about Liv and Leah, please tell me we're all in agreement that Andrea needed to go home. I mean, I'm sorry.
Maybe Nicole.
I'm not gonna lie. I thought Nicole was going, and I was at peace with Nicole going because I don't really like Nicole. If I have to choose between Andrea and Nicole, I would choose Andrea. I'm not gonna lie, but she could go. I didn't give a fuck. She could go. When Serena said Andrea, I said yes because I genuinely didn't know who was gonna go. I knew Mother Janae wasn't going easily. But I was like, who goes between Nicole and Andrea? Yeah. And then baby, it was Andrea. And then Andrea sparked all the Liv and Leah and Rob shit. So honestly, the right decision was made.
It was. It's crazy because no shade. People were talking about, oh, this episode's gonna cause so much drama. It's gonna be a lot. And when I saw the results, I was like, how could drama be caused by this? Who gives a fuck about Andrea and Hakeem? I forgot.
Girl. Rob is very popular.
Rob is popular, baby.
I know if I'm popular.
So they told us the rules, and I didn't know what the rules were going in. But they said that 4 couples are going to be safe, and they were voted by America. to be safe, right?
Girl, I can't wait to watch Love Island 7 live, bitch, because I'm gonna be in here
voting, Henny.
Okay.
Bitch, I'm gonna be. Y'all better vote. We better vote together, team.
Mind you, she called Kordell and Serena safe first, no, and they up here acting the fool. Or were they second? It was either them or Kaylin and Aaron first. I believe it was Kordell and Serena.
It was
and
Kordell
it's like, girl, you see how we love y'all,
right? So Liv and Miguel were automatically safe. They could have just said Miguel was safe, if you ask me. But girl, I'll take it.
My thing is that is so motherfucking unfair. I didn't clock producers bullshit. This is why Miguel chose Liv in the last recoupling. He was like, we're gonna keep our plant Liv in the house. Okay, the executive producer, because she's stirring shit up. She's getting her check, and of course Miguel gonna be safe because it's Miguel. Miguel could have came in a month ago. They would be like, well, Miguel, since you're the most recent bombshell, you're not. Please. They made him choose Liv to make sure Liv was safe in this dumping. They did.
It was propaganda.
They did. My thing is, how the fuck was Aaron and Kayla safe in this goddamn dumping?
Right.
I mean, I would have preferred everyone to stay over Kayla and Aaron.
Right. Because Kayla and Aaron are safe. I don't know what America was thinking. Maybe Aaron just had fans because he was on that other show. Had to be that. Had to be he was on that other show he had fans. So it didn't make sense. Serena Kordell safe, of course.
Of course. Yeah. Girl, I was making 10, 15 emails to vote Kordell and Serena. I was been buying fake phone numbers, getting my Google Voice number together. Like, girl.
I was surprised at this one because Leah and Connor were also safe. No shade, but is that even a real couple?
It also doesn't seem like a lot of people like Leah.
Right. I'm like,
how the fuck did Leah and Connor get safe? They're not even a cute couple together.
Right. They're not a good couple. They've barely been a couple. But I guess they say Leah had a cult.
Leah. So Leah did have a huge.
I would have voted for Leah to be safe.
I don't know. Since we got to this area of the recap, I've seen a lot of negativity towards Leah. I'm like, oh, the girls really didn't like Leah, did they?
I love Leah. I would have voted for Leah to be safe, so I get it. But I didn't think everybody else liked Leah. But the girls say everybody else liked Leah.
Taylor and Aaron had the white people Facebook fans. Why? They're not even.
They're the only white couple here.
Because they're white.
They're the only white.
Is that literally it? Because they're not giving anything else.
They are the only white couple. They had to choose their people.
Wow.
Bye. Shout out to MW. Nicole should have went.
It rang MW.
But yes, producers wanted to save Janae. I thought the producers didn't like PBG. Period. I'm really here to hear y'all comments on the murder on the dance. Is it murder on the dance? It was a literal murder. Oh my god. Oh, it was bad. So Ariana says that the girls need to stand to the left and the boys need to stand to the right or whatever, because we finna get down, Henny. And honestly, at first, I thought they were gonna get eliminated in a couple because once again, y'all, I had never seen this before.
Me too.
So I was like, oh, they're gonna get eliminated in a couple. No, bitch. It's one individual girl.
I was like, Janae and Hakeem, done. Like, if I was watching this live, I would have been so terrified for Janae.
Yeah. Oh my God. So she lets us know that this time the girls are going to choose the girls, the guys are going to choose the guys, yada, yada, yada. Y'all have time to deliberate. The boys, it seemed very easy for the boys. The boys was like, well,
Hakeem ain't doing nothing.
He wasn't cool with none of them. He
don't talk to nobody. He's not gagging anybody's live.
Easy. And thank God, honestly, because if my man would have went home,
honestly, Hannah should have made it here. That way Hannah could have left. But nah, this caused the most drama. My friend was telling me that this drama was like 30 minutes after reunion. It was that dramatic. Like, this is like a domino effect of the tea. And I could definitely see why. Honestly, I agree with Pharaoh. I wouldn't have gave a damn. Like, I'm really curious, like, what does Kordell think? Does Kordell give a damn?
Right.
Like, does Kendall really care that much? Because I'm like, it's given maybe they care in front of Rob's face. But like, it seems like only people who outwardly care is Rob and Aaron, his boyfriend Aaron. Which makes sense. That's your man. I wouldn't want my man to be sad. Girl, so, he was crying like this was the most we've ever seen Aaron emotionally on the island. He ain't never been this gutted over that Kayla girl at all.
Ever.
The thought of his man leaving the island had him breaking down. Okay. No, please
don't do it. Please don't do it. Oh.
And honestly, I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I can't blame him because something about Rob in this drop, I was like,
that's your man.
This is white boy of the year, actually.
Oh my God.
Like, I definitely get it, especially when Leah was like, I'm not feeling Connor because I need somebody that's a little toxic. I need somebody that's a little, gonna send me to a psych ward. He gives me that.
He do give me send you to a
like,
psych
I think everyone needs their little Nate Jacobs in their life. And I feel like he could give me that. I feel like he could give me that. Like
wow.
He could wrangle my snake. Let's just say that.
Wow. I actually don't.
You don't see it? I don't have. He's a really attractive man.
I don't have anything to say to that. Actually,
you're gagging over Kendall. You're gagging over Aaron. When I talk about the actual attractive person in the villa,
I'm not gagging over Aaron. Aaron has a cute personality. Sometimes. Lee, what you just said was crazy.
What I said was crazy, and you're thirsting over a bottom. And
you said Rob
two bottoms, actually.
These are two bottoms. Well, I am a top. I think it makes sense.
God, don't get up on this podcast and start lying.
Anyways, the boys' decision was easy. Hakeem is going home. Who gives a damn? Nobody, really.
Nobody.
Then we get to the girls. Now, Liv is loud. She's very loud. So we hear a lot of what Liv is.
My God. Because someone replied, not Nate Jacobs, that's very Cassie. And I'm like, Leah and Rob are literally Maddie and Nate.
They are Maddie and Nate.
They are Maddie and Nate, aren't they?
They are. And you're Cassie.
And I'm Cassie.
That's embarrassing. Cassie was a Pisces. Cassie was a Pisces.
Cassie a Pisces? She wasn't a Pisces. That's not confirmed.
She's a Pisces.
She has Pisces tendencies.
She has psycho tendencies.
Pisces are not psycho. That means Miguel is a psycho. Cause my tummy hurts.
So, the girls get to talking, and this is the big conversation because it comes back around. Let's pay attention. I don't have all the notes, but this is what I got from it. Liv says, obviously, we're saving our girl Janae.
Mm-hmm.
Our girl Janae is not.
And I say, hold on, Liv.
She got my fan card.
Come on, Liv. Yes. One thing Liv is vocal. Obviously, we're not touching Janae. Janae is not going home. She fought her ass off. She deserves to be here. I said, yes, Olivia, yes.
Period. Kayla and Liv decide that they need to let the girls know the information they just got. The information they just received from Nicole was that Nicole and Miguel was kissing and hugging and touching and fucking. We're going to get more into that later. And they let the girls know that here. And they're like, well, Kendall might not be aware, but Nicole is definitely still having her options open. She's looking for other things.
And then here go Leah. And like I said, I didn't remember this. But it's actually so funny. It's actually so funny how I got in that goddamn community defending the fuck out of Leah just for me to go back and be like, this girl really did bring her name up first. Because here go Liv, obviously pushing for Nicole. Here go Leah. Oh, Andrea, yeah, I just feel like she's here for the wrong reasons. Like, I don't know about her. Like, some of the things she says, I'm just like, I don't really know. And I will say, they were defending her. They were defending the decision a little bit because Kayla was like, I mean, yeah, Rob and Leah will always have something. And Liv, I can't really, honestly, I kind of, not that I forgot, but what she was trying to say, I couldn't really understand because she mentioned like, are we going to like, if you're here to find love, are you going to stick with the person that you stayed with at first, or are you going to expand past that?
Right. Exactly.
So I didn't really know if Liv was agreeing with the decision or not, but regardless, she didn't vote her out. So I don't think she fully agreed anyway. Mm-hmm. Either way, girl, I had to get off Liv neck because she didn't push her. She did not push that girl. She stood by her decision. She did. However, I will say that Leah was lying, but I think Leah was specifically lying to Rob. And I don't think Leah was lying in a way to try and throw the girls under the bus. But even if that wasn't her intention, that's kind of what happened. And when Liv explained that, like I think in the last episode with the fight, I was like, okay, girl, like that is a fair position to take because Liv was the most vocal. And if she's like, oh, well, if she wasn't involved, bitch, she was involved. So I get both sides of it. I do.
Yeah, it's a lot of I have a lot of thoughts on that. That was a big situation. It seems like it's gonna continue to happen next episode, and Lee gonna still get ate up next episode. This shit is going for days. So I see why this is 30 minutes in a reunion.
Big drama. Okay,
I get it.
Honestly, Leah,
I get it.
And this all started because Leah tried to spin the block, and that's because she said she wanted to get put into a psych ward. She wanted Rob Fine ass to ruin her life. And I get it.
No, I get it. I can't say I don't get it. I'm doing it right now.
I get it. But I think, like, honestly, once you say something so much, you believe it. So Leah and her mom was like, I took a back seat. Once she said that, she
That was
believed
it.
it. I started to believe it. Serena and Janae
That's it. That was it. Period.
But no, she didn't take a back seat. She didn't. She was very much at least in the passenger, bitch.
Yeah, very much up there. But the girls vote, and the only person who votes for it to be Nicole is Liv, and all the other girls vote for it to be Andrea. And then they agree to just act like it was a unanimous decision, move forward. So that's what they do, and they announce that Andrea is going home, and Rob goes, "What the? Wait, do it."
No, I can't. No. What the? Here go Aaron defending his man. Really? What?
Really? What, guys? Really? This is fine. But why her? I don't understand. Why do somebody with the... And then here go Miguel. Yeah, I feel like there was a logical reason, and this was the illogical. Who are you, nigga?
And it's like Miguel is truly a 10. But Miguel is an example of a man. A man is going to show you why no man is a real 10 for real. Because when that mouth starts to open, first of all, his taste, quite interesting. Let's just say that. And then to choose
and then the words that come out of his mouth,
all the women in the villa, to then try to go after Nicole. I don't think Nicole is ugly. It's just like his decisions are just like throwing me off. And then when he said that, I'm like, nigga, you've been here for a day.
Right, shut the fuck up.
You don't know any dynamic here, baby.
This is your time to be quiet.
Please shut your fine ass up for a second. Stop.
Please.
Stop.
Please.
Before I put you in timeout.
The fuck? Because that was crazy. Shut up. But yeah, Aaron and Rob going off, panicking, shook, scared. Aaron goes over to Rob. Don't do it. Please don't do it, King. Please, Daddy.
Stop giving him a hug. I mean, literally breaking down into he's
breaking down, crying. His face
about to have a panic attack. And I felt so bad for my sister Janae because they're literally basically saying in her face that she's the one who should have went home, which is not fair. Like at the end of the day, y'all didn't make the decision. Y'all didn't get to choose. Oh, fucking well. Like and like they're like, oh well, it's not Andrea's fault that Janae hasn't found love, and it's like that wasn't the basis. Excuse me, that wasn't the basis on the decision. Like, if you're upset, I get it. I'm not gonna say he cannot be upset. I get it, and the reaction is great TV. But it's just like I hate when someone tries to hold someone else accountable because someone else's feelings are hurt in a situation where they were forced to do something. Like somebody had to go home, and there were no rules on it. They didn't say choose someone to go home that doesn't have the strongest connection in the house. They didn't say that. Anyone who was vulnerable had the opportunity to go home. So if you get sent home, bitch, you get sent home. At the end of the day, like any show where there is eliminations, social is a part of it. You came into the villa, you stole Leah's man, you didn't talk to any of the girls but Nicole. Time for a vote. Mama, you out. Sorry.
You out. Sorry. And honestly, I did not even understand the boys were saying. I love the girls because the girls was not going to let them just call them crazy. They was like, who should we send home then? Who should we have sent home then? Which one should we have to? And they weren't saying any names because they wouldn't have wanted to do the vote either. And that's what they were trying to say. This was not an easy decision. But also, I think the reasoning the boys were saying is fucking stupid. The boys were saying because she had a connection and she was in love and she was finding love, she deserves to stay more than someone who hasn't found a connection. Wrong? Isn't the point to make sure that isn't the point of Love Island to help people find love? Therefore, Andrea and Rob, if y'all have found love, y'all are done.
Get off the island.
Y'all won. Y'all found love. That's more than this experience could ever do. Y'all found love so quickly that y'all should leave. Why would we send home Janae who hasn't got to find love yet? That's the point.
They got rid of 3 in 1 night, Pharaoh. They got rid of 3 in 1 night.
You would think they did, didn't you?
They did. Rob said he's leaving.
But this is right
now. Rob said he's in love.
He's in love.
The love of his life just left the island. She was sent home. The tribe has spoken. He said he's leaving with her. He's gonna leave with her. He loves her. Of course, he wouldn't try to reconnect with Leah or anything like that. Right. Of course, he wouldn't stay to try and flirt with the next white bitch to come into the villa. He wouldn't do that. He loves her. He found the love of his life. So he is leaving after this. Like the next slide we talk about, he won't be here.
He won't be here. And that's justified. And I think that makes the most sense because you've already found the love of your life. You shouldn't care about anything else within this experiment. If you're here for love, how you should be, then you should be fine. So I don't see what all the panic was about. They're basically saying Janae hasn't found anyone. Let's leave her alone. Mind you, they're on day 16. What do you mean she hasn't found anyone?
Andrea been there for like 48 hours.
People are going to find people throughout this entire experiment. More people are coming in. And that's what the girls were saying. The girls were literally saying, but when more people come in, Andrea's not going to talk to any of them, therefore ruining the experiment. The experiment is that if you're open and willing to talk to people, more people come in, Casa Amor comes, bombshells come, because everyone's mingling and mixing, trying to find love. If you already found love, why are you here? You're in love. It doesn't make sense. Go home.
He wasn't in love, and he didn't give that much of a damn because he still stayed, knowing that there's a possibility that someone could come in that he would love more.
Somebody said Andrea went home with an idol in her pocket. It did give
that. No, it's so funny, especially in moments like this, to compare it to like a social strategy show, because in a way, like any show with eliminations and one winner, you have to get to the end somehow. If that involves getting into friendship relationships and doing shit like that, that's what you have to do. But like, honestly too, like, while the experiment is valid in its own way, I do appreciate a couple like Serena and Kordell, to where like they were kind of feeling each other from the beginning. You know what I mean? Like the fact that Andrea came in knowing who Rob was, knowing who he was already paired with, purposely took him, and then didn't speak to Leah about it, continued to trash Leah after that, and then went into this relationship with him, and it only had been like 4 days. I'm sorry, I don't believe that you were just so in love, and this is the first connection that you've ever had like this, and that you are just so deeply affected by this decision because you love him so much. Like, I don't get that vibe. And I also don't feel like I don't know how the situation started. How genuine could it be, in my opinion?
Right.
Like, to me, it gave, girl, I'm here, I'm gonna get with the most relevant and popular boy on the show, and I'm probably going to stay to the end and win the game. Like, no shade, Andrea was playing chess. I don't think she was playing Love Island. Like, no, if I'm being 1,000% honest, I think there are genuine ways you can go about that, but I don't think Andrea was being genuine. Like, she came in, she I don't think anyone genuinely trying to find love is going to directly just shatter a situationship and then not even directly address the girl she did it to, and then move forward and act like nothing happened. Like, she didn't like settle herself in at all. She came, she took him, and then she went home. And it's because I feel like she wasn't really, I don't know, invested in the experiment, but I also didn't get the sense that she was invested into Rob.
Right.
I don't know.
And
that's just me.
And same with Rob with her. And I think because the argument that the boys are coming from, I see people in the chat, they're like, it makes sense. And I feel like it only makes sense if Rob genuinely leaves with Andrea, because then that means he is so serious and genuine about his argument. His argument is they are a strong couple who are in love, and therefore they deserve to both be in the villa. If that was the case, you would have left with her. Since he did not leave, everything they said is null, and the girls are right. The girls were right, because you didn't even leave with the girl. So clearly everything you're saying is some bullshit, because if you were in love, you would have left. He didn't leave. Period. Sorry. Like, it could have been a strong argument, but he didn't even leave with her. He don't love her. Why are you still on Love Island without the love of your life?
To garner that type of reaction, he would have left, and it would have been no doubt. And then once again, Mr. Gaslighter, he's like, I mean, are you sure? Right. Are you sure you don't want me to?
Right.
And she's like, I'm not going to do that to you. You know I won't do that. He was like, yeah, I know, but like, you're not leaving. Don't try to put the option in her hands. And that's the real gag of it all. And I think one thing this show is also showing me that while Rob is terrible, and Rob is an example of a lot of people in the real world, a lot of men in the real world, there are also going to be some examples of women will do the exact same thing, because Leah with Connor, Nicole with Kendall, I mean, it's interesting. Interesting. It's just like this, like, back and forth, honestly, just gaslighting the person and trying to make them seem like, well, you know, I could do these things, but you know you're not.
It's just like, it's just weird. The girls say that's not fair because Andrea told him to stay. Honestly, personally, if I was Andrea, and I told him to stay, and I said, please stay, don't leave with me, and he stayed, I would be mad. And I'm just being serious. You should, if you're in love with me, There's nothing you could do. And me personally, if I'm genuine, I'm thinking about the people I've been in love with, my ex or whatever. I don't need to be on Love Island if I'm in love with somebody for real. But mind you, they only knew each other for 4 days. I don't know why we pretending like they were in love. They weren't, y'all. I'm sorry. It was 4 days. It was 4 days. It was 4 days. They weren't in love, and that's okay. It's nothing wrong with them not being in love. I think all of the theatrics and the pretend and the got the guta is all some bullshit. He would have left if he genuinely loved her and cared about her. He would have left. I would have left. And if you didn't leave,
Jalen says Rob was never going to leave. He wanted Andrea to have to blame. And I feel like that's how he handled the Liv situation. That's how he handled the Leah situation. It's always to absolve himself of blame.
Period. Child. So all of this happens. All of this.
And are they together now?
Are they still together? Did Rob not? Maybe Rob doesn't get with any other girl for the rest.
I would assume they're so in love that immediately after experiment they're together. They have a baby or something, and they would both be on this spinoff. So
they probably are. They probably are still together. The way that
I would assume so. They have to be.
They were, and he doesn't. I doubt.
No, but I don't even believe y'all.
I doubt he gets with any other girl for the rest of the experiment. It wouldn't make sense. He's in love.
It wouldn't make any sense. He's in love. So
I doubt it happens. Rob is gonna be fully loyal. He won't get with anybody else, and they're together right now. I know that for a fact. Period.
So. I'm in love with her.
And I told me hurts. And then Nicole clocks Rob because after all of this hoopla, Nicole was like, he did all of that and didn't leave. He did all of that and didn't leave.
Oh, wait. Nicole is actually funny as fuck because Nicole was so grateful that she stayed because Nicole asked if anybody who should have went home, it was Nicole.
And she knew that.
Because we knew Janae wasn't going home. The girls were besties with her. And if we're being objective, I would say Andrea could have stayed because she had a connection.
Right.
Nicole asked could have left. She really could have. She wasn't bringing nothing. But baby, Nicole, did y'all notice how she was all up in them girls' faces? She was like, who's that girl? Because
I don't even know why they mad over there. If he was mad.
I don't even know. And Andrea said that. So what did Andrea say? She had repeated something that Andrea said.
Andrea said that selfishly she wants him to leave with her, but I won't do it.
Why would he say that? Nicole, you a fake ass bitch, man. You know. Because that was your girl. That's your friend, ain't it? Girl, she just happy she stayed. She said, thank God, because she knew her ass should have went home.
But yes, y'all, all of this happens. Hakeem and Andrea and Rob leave. Nah.
Yeah, I mean, we're not gonna talk about Rob for the rest of the season. He left with his woman, and I honestly, I respect that.
I respect it. He did leave with his lady.
I wouldn't respect any other decision but leaving, and
He's in love with her.
He's in love with her,
and his tummy. But yeah, y'all, put a pin in this because the drama comes back at the end, and we'll be back at the end with it.
Girl, we're gonna get to that fight. We're gonna get to
that fight. Let's get into some of the couples, Henny. Some of the couples that are still here because Rob and Andrea left. They're in love. We have.
Kordell and Serena.
Oh God.
I just have one question for you. Are you going to stick or are you going to twist? Don't cry. Don't cry. You're gonna make me cry.
I can't do this. Oh my God, y'all. We have Serena Kordell. Oh my God. Let me calm down.
You sound like Halle Berry when she went to accept that award.
Oh yes. Y'all know this is actually so sad. I'm like actually for real crying.
No, it's sad. It's sad. And y'all already know Pharaoh, he had a bone to pick with Serena. Now the streets are saying this is producer inflicted.
And that's the problem.
I mean, Serena said she was told something different. That was she told Keke Palmer. Kordell agreed.
Kordell hesitantly agreed. I saw the interview.
Now, I don't know. Here's my thing. With the whole stick and twist situation, y'all know it. We're going to get to it, though. I just felt like, even if that was the case, what the producers were saying, after the fact, I would have cleared something up. I would have been like, oh, like, that would have came out on the island. You know what I mean? But in the confessionals, she was still saying that she's open and she wants to go flirt with the Nigel man.
Right.
So that's where it was throwing me off. But then she came back and she was like, in one of the little side conversations, she was like, oh, Kordell's still my number one. Mind you, Kordell is over here in tears, depression out. So I just look, I'm not gonna drag my sister. I'm not about to get up here and drag my sister. I'm not, because I do love Serena. I do. But the back and forth, I just can't. I can't. And the look on Kordell's face after that situation, I mean, he is so hurt. He's so hurt. And what's crazy is that he still is not gonna let this girl go. Because after that situation, there was another conversation, and he was like, I've been thinking about you all day. This was after the date with Nigel. It's like he loves that girl so much. Why can't they just work it out? Like, I just don't get it.
So, Serena approaches Kordell. Mind y'all, last episode, it was the I'm not interested in him anymore. Never mind, Janae, I am interested in him. Let's go tell him, yes, I'm interested in you. And we start off this episode and she's like, well, look, there was nothing wrong with what you was doing. I was just trying to find every excuse in the book to try to hide away. But, I'm realizing that there is a spark and I didn't know there was a spark there. Yada, 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 yada. Right. They caked up for a minute. They together, they do a cute little peck.
Can I just say, especially if you are Black, is it not so cute the way Kordell and Serena cake with each other? It is so Black. Like, it's the way they talk, the little jokes, the little thing. I'm like, oh my God. Like, oh my God.
It's very cute.
When I tell you, Love Island, if Love Island 7 is not giving us this, girl, like, I'm going to be over it. Because y'all said this is rare. I mean, to be able to see this type of like Black love representation on TV, it's like, oh my God. Like, I just feel like I know them. Like, I know that couple.
Yeah, it's very real, very natural. I really do love that.
Very natural. And I think I can see why she gets this like friendship vibe. But it's like, girl, y'all are so in love that it gives friendship. It gives soulmate. It gives brother and sister, but they fucking for real. Like SZA said, like, girl, this is your man. This is your man, girl.
You would think it was. I guess it is.
She gonna find out.
She gonna find out. She gonna find out.
Producers be damned. She gonna get her man.
Serena and Kordell, they have this last conversation before the whole dance party situation. And they're talking, and then they agree that, yeah, we're not really closed off. We're not really locked down.
We're open.
They're open. They're not closed off. They're not locked
down.
What
does open mean?
What does open mean? Right?
Because and I think this was the main thing that caused the confusion.
We need clarification.
And that's what I'm saying. Mind you, was it later in the drop or before this? They said, oh, yeah, Virgo and Gemini, we're great at communicating. We're a great communication sign.
Right.
Y'all need to talk some more.
What? Child. So they agreed that they're open. They're not locked down. Yada, 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 yada.
Mind you, y'all not open. Y'all are closed.
But that's the thing. Are y'all? And then Serena has because Serena is open. Serena's definitely open. Kordell wasn't open. So
Is open means I'm open to talking to other people?
Open to talking to other people, I guess.
Girl, I don't think either one. Both of them will do it, but
will do it.
They're not open for real. Like right. Serena has been playing this game since the beginning, girl. Serena, you don't want none of them other niggas. You don't. And you know you don't. You know you don't. Nigel is not for Serena. At all.
She don't know that. She's open. She's open.
She's not open. She's closed.
And she has a diary room. She says, look, me and Kordell, we in a great space, but as far as physical, she's not ready to really get there. She's not really getting any further with that because Serena's not that physical that fast. I get that. Boom. But also Serena's had many, like just a few days ago, she broke up with him. So that's why I'm like, okay, I don't think Serena is that I'm confused. Just like Kordell's confused. I'm confused because she did break up with him. So part of me is like, maybe she is open. But then in this conversation, she does say she's open and she's not ready to move forward physically. But then she ends up caking up with him at the night because she's not really open. So it's like, I guess they claim that both of them are open at this moment. And then we head to the sticker twist game, right? Now, just to clarify, I don't know what the producer said, but I went back to the episode and re-listen to what the man on the UK man who's narrating said. And I watched Serena and Kordell talk to Keke Palmer about it. The man who does the overview said, stick if you are happy with your couple. Stick if you are happy with your couple. Stick if you are happy with your couple.
Stick if you're happy with your couple. Exactly. But Serena said that the producers told her that if you are open, you shouldn't be on the map. And that to stay on the mat, what is it? Because that's I couldn't really fully understand her explanation either.
And twist if you're open to new connections.
Like when the game was explained to us, like to ourselves, right? It was like, oh, if you're open, stay on the dance floor. I mean, if you're open, walk off. If you're closed off, stay on. And like the only people basically that should be staying on is Kayla and Aaron. So I'm like, oh. Me and him had a chat earlier that day, and he was like, oh, we're open. We're going to stay open. So I'm like, okay, I'm not about to stay on this dance floor. And he walked out the dance floor because he the one who just said we were still going to be open. So like, I'm like, I'm going to walk.
No. And he basically said that he was told something different.
He was told the stick part, which was if you're happy in your couple, stay on the dance floor. She was saying she was told the twist part, which is twist if you're open to new connections. I think the issue is no, it did sound like my sister was lying. That especially listening to it on audio, it sounded like she was lying on that.
But Kordell said, look, Kordell was like, I mean, they told me something different. So
I don't think I misunderstood it, but it wasn't what she just said right there. But
I'm gonna let her have it.
This is what I will say. I don't think there's an issue with her twisting. Twisting is not the issue. There's nothing wrong with her twisting. I just feel like I don't think she necessarily misunderstood. You saw every single couple go before you. They went last. Like they went last. Like I don't think she was that confused.
Regardless of what they said, I'm staying on the mat because I want them. Like of course,
it literally said if you're in a happy couple, stay on the mat. And I think that was my thing. I was like, girl, it said if you were happy, stay on the mat. I guess you weren't happy. And there's nothing wrong with her not being happy and wanted to explore. But I think that's why Kordell stayed. It's because Kordell was told, if you're happy, stay on the mat. And I guess she's saying she was told, if you're open to exploring new relationships, then stay off the mat. But it's like, are you open to this? Girl, what? And then all of this, after everything she's been putting him through, is killing me. Fuck. MW done paid to let us know she did not misunderstand. She did not misunderstand. She knew exactly. But this is the thing. One more thing. When she was on the podium, she said, so if you misunderstood, why did you make this face? She said,
so look, it's like, girl. And the thing is, though, it's hard to believe otherwise, only because up until this point, it's been very back and forth. It has been. And I'm going to let her find it. Because clearly it works out for her in the end. It's just like, this is one of those situations where like, my heart really does hurt for Kordell because let's say this was a simple misunderstanding. This is just adding on to what has already kind of been building up. And at this moment, if he were to make the decision to be like, well, I'm fully done, it would be understandable. And unfortunately, I feel like that would lead both of them to being kicked off the island. So it's just unfortunate they keep going through this. But like, also it does give the effect of like Serena doesn't know what she wants, because it's like, 1 minute you're saying, well, we shouldn't be together. And the next minute you're saying we should. And then the next minute you're twisting. And the next minute I'm your number one. It's like, it is a lot. It truly is. And like, if I'm being honest, I feel like if this was a situation where there were more explorable options, maybe Kordell would have had somebody else at this point. Because to me, from what I'm looking at, it seems like they clearly both want each other. And they're both in situations where they don't have other options that they want at all. You know what I mean? I think if both of them had different, more explorable options, aka more Black people, you know, they probably wouldn't be together because of all of this. And that is what hurts, because it's like they're such a cute couple. Like, I just hate it. I just hate seeing it. I just hate seeing it.
And no, you're spilling, because that's been my whole thing with Serena this whole time. Because I have been tagging my girl here. I have been tagging my girl. Love Serena, I really do. But I had to tag her because my whole thing is like, it could have easily been a self-serving, a self-fulfilling prophecy with her, because she's worried. She's so concerned about, I guess, potential issues. You know what's killing me too? It seems like it's a new reason every day. Because at first it was the whole, I think he's playing me, but I'm kind of confused because nothing he has done has kind of, to me, I don't see why she all of a sudden doesn't think he's playing her now. I think he's still being just as sweet and kind as he was at first. But anyways, I'm not gonna get too much into it. At first it was he was playing her, and now it's this. But my thing is, it could just be a self-serving bias. I'm glad they were in this situation, they were able to find each other. But this could have caused, like you said, this could have caused them to not ever be together if there was a different situation. I'm glad it didn't. But these are my black goddesses, my black god, and my black.
And when I saw Nigel, I said, "Oh, fucking brother, he's from Houston too." I said, "No, the fuck, they not about to do this fucking shit." So I'm just like, no. And like, oh, not this comment I wanted to bring up. Let me see. This decision got my sister called so many slurs. It was bad. And at first I was thinking, like, who would call her? Because like, this isn't like a racial issue. But then I remembered there's misogynist. And I could see how a lot of black male ones were eating her the fuck up this night. And I just want everyone to know that we will never be on the side of people that hold those opinions. So I can see how when y'all see us bring up certain things as in not agreeing with what she's doing, it probably triggers y'all, because it's like, hold on, why are they agreeing with those weirdos? I'm gonna let y'all know right now. Opinions can be had without fully tearing down the person. I don't look at Serena as a less than person. She is a person with mistakes, with emotions, with feelings, and what she's doing, it is valid to her. Do I have to agree with it? No, I do not. But trust me, I am not on the side of those people at all. It will never get to that level, because I know that's how I be. I'd be like, okay, if you're saying it's about her and you agree with them, that's a problem.
Right.
But trust me, it'll never get that bad. It'll never get that
Honestly,
bad.
Thankfully, we're not watching it in real time, because in real time, it would probably be everybody dragging her and we would be on here. Serena didn't do shit wrong. I don't see the fuck because the truth is I love Serena and I love Janae and I love Leah for real. Like, I love a lot of these people, and it's like, if we're in a situation where everybody else is dogging them out, I'm not going to add on to the
We would have, if this was live, we would have got up here. She didn't do shit wrong.
She misunderstood.
Because I'm not about to sit up here and add on to the hate that she was already getting. I think because we're able to watch it a year apart and we not seeing those reactions, it's like, well, we're gonna give our real, and even then we would have gave our real opinion. I think sometimes when we have to defend because they're getting so much hate, people feel like, oh, well, you're just ignoring everything. And it's like, no, we addressed the issue. It's just, it's not as big as a deal as everyone is making it seem.
Mm-hmm. And I think that's the beauty of the Reality Rewind. Thank y'all for being here. Shout out to the Reality Rewind. Shout out to y'all for being here, because we can speak about these shows in a less isolated situation where we can give raw and real opinions about it. Because if we were watching Jersey Shore back when it came out, I'm pretty sure Twitter would have been all up on the misogyny towards Sammy, and we wouldn't be able to talk about the things that Sammy was doing wrong, because everybody would have probably been calling her all types of slurs and sluts and whores and names. So we would have to defend. Same with this situation. But now we can get up here and we can say what the fuck we want, because there is no dog pile. There's not this big group of people hating on her in this right particular moment. And I think that there is beauty in that. There is beauty in the kind of pureness of, we can all just talk and say our opinion. Y'all can say y'all opinions. We can say our opinions, and I don't have to feel like the world is against them in this moment, because it kind of is in the past. So that's why I like this series.
I always hate, though, because the thing is, I'm sure Kordell, like he already said, he don't even listen to podcasts. Kordell is not one of those people that will switch and then turn on a woman just because she made the decision to not win. He's already shown that in the villa. And it annoys me when people who do think all of those nasty negative things take someone like Kordell and try to make him the face of their movement, because he's not going to even fuck with y'all. Because that's the thing, it sucks because Kordell is someone who deserves to be defended. His emotions matter in this moment, and he seems like a really, really good dude who does not think those weird toxic things. So it just sucks that, like, it sucks that you can't have a real conversation in moments like that, because you have all of these weirdos trying to make it seem like something that it's not. When really she's just traumatized from her past relationships. And he is clearly a man that's going to stick by his woman until she figures the fuck out. Like, oh.
Child. Shout out to you, Love Dalvey. I had to see my brother dancing so hard. He was dancing so hard.
He was so happy.
His face was so sad. It It was like a
little puppy. Like, and like I said, just like a little puppy, he always come back. He always come. He love him some Serena. He do.
It was
child, and the girls keep saying it's gonna get worse. So I don't even want to have to conceptualize.
We better put on our britches, bitch, and hold on tight. But there was other people in the challenge as well.
Yeah, I was gonna say
there was other people.
Only.
No, there was a lot of interesting decisions. So let's go through it. Oh, Aaron and Kayla, they boring. They both stick. Who gives a fuck? Not me, right? So Aaron and Kayla both stick. They together. They're the only pair
here.
They're the only pair who both of them stick, which is kind of hilarious. But they both stick. Then we get Nicole and Kendall. Now, Nicole is all up on Miguel. So you would think, shit is happening. Nicole decides to stick. And Kendall decides to twist.
And here go Nicole.
What? Get her, Jay.
I'm telling you, it's very Rob coded in the sense of that, like, you want to keep both of these people kind of stringing along, but you're not going to tell the other that you're not really feeling him anymore. As soon as she started feeling Miguel, as soon as Miguel, big sexy fine British ass, waltzed his way into the villa, she was flustered. And the fact that he showed interest in her, it was it. I mean, she told homegirl herself that at the end of the day, I feel comfortable around Kendall, but he doesn't really entice me. He doesn't really excite me. And I think that's something I've definitely noticed, like observing women, being around women. It's like a lot of times it is that excitement that you want. It's like that, that rush a little bit. You know what I mean? I want to feel like I'm in love, but I also want to feel like, we're bad. And Bonnie and Clyde, And I feel like Kendall, he's just nice. He's like very, I'm sexy. Who's sexy? Very, and Miguel is serious. He's a man. She liked that. She clearly liked it. And she clearly was done with Kendall, but every time she would speak with Kendall, it's very much like, I mean, I'm feeling him.
I'm 50-50.
I feel like you, and I'm 50-50. And yeah, I kissed him, and I asked him to kiss me again, and we kissed again. But no, I still want you, and I still think that we're da-da-da-da. And it's like, girl, you can't expect him to want to stay. Like, the fact that she got angry or upset that he picked Twist doesn't make any sense to me.
Doesn't make any sense.
At the end of the day, you're fully talking to someone else. So I think that he's fully justified in twisting, and I don't understand why she's so upset.
Why are you mad? And the girls y'all better stop coming for my man in the chat. The fuck? Girls in the chat talking about Kendall was being petty. I don't give a fuck what the reason was.
I think, in this specific situation with the twist, I don't think it's petty. I think it's real. It's like, I would have twisted too. I'm sorry.
You're literally fucking another man in my face. You're kissing on this other man in my face. Why would I stick? Stick to what?
I said the same thing for Leah, though. It's like, once that conversation is had, you're done. You're done. It's it. Once you have the conversation that I'm feeling this person, you might as well pack it up, because they're basically telling you, unless it doesn't work out with them, I'm gone. Like, it has to not work out with them for me to stay with you. That's what they're saying. You are the second option at this point. So Kendall should have left. Leah should have left and not went back. You know what I mean? So it's like, I think that he was justified in the decision, especially how I hated how she kind of made him flirting with the new white girl about her. First of all, his dick get hard for any white woman in the villa. That's one. So a new one coming in, of course. But for her to get upset and to try and make all that about her is weird to me, because while I do think that he distanced himself from her because of what she was doing, that's justified. You're telling me you no longer want me. Him now getting with this new person, trying to find a new connection, trying to stay in the house, has nothing to do with you. He now needs to stay in the game, So I just don't like how she was like, well, I'm choosing between you two. And he was like, well, I don't want to be a choice. You know what I mean? I want to be the chooser, which
he took his power back.
Very fair. Anyone should feel that way, in my opinion. I don't think there's anything wrong with him twisting and then talking to the new girl. Her being upset about it makes no sense. Literally, Miguel is there. You have Miguel. You won, girl.
You won. If anything, she should have twisted too. You should let it be known you want Miguel. It's true. But because that's the thing. Kendall was trying to tell her. Kendall was being nice about it. But the truth is, you lied on the dance floor. You're not sticking with this couple. You are twisting with this couple. You should have understood it the way Serena's understood it. Any other options, you need to twist. I don't know what the fuck you were thinking of. And she was trying to pretend like, I don't understand it. You were literally kissing Miguel earlier that morning. What are you talking about, girl? Like, you're lying in front of everybody. I don't know why you're lying and saying you're sticking to this. If you were sticking to this, you wouldn't be kissing Miguel, right? The fuck? Girl, just playing around, and then she tried to blame my man. Fuck all of that.
I mean, you can't you can. I'm interested to see where we're gonna get to where everyone hates Kendall. I'm actually excited only because I want to see what Pharaoh's gonna think. But in this situation, nah, I can't say that he was wrong. I can't.
I'm still Pharaoh Washington over here. He ain't done nothing wrong for me, not yet. We're getting close to the end of the season. Still my man. Maybe Casa Amor, I don't know.
And it just gives very much, especially in a game like this, but also in the real world, but specifically in this game, it's like, well, I'm going to try with this person. If me and him don't work out for some reason, I'm going to keep you as a backup just to make sure I don't go home. Child. And the other person just want to sit here and what? Just sit here and wait?
And what? Girl, Liv Miguel go next. Liv sticks. I don't know why Liv sticks. You know, Liv should have did exactly what Kendall did. 100%. Liv should have did what Kendall did. You know, the person you're with is literally twisting in real life. So why are you not twisting on the dance floor? Like, I don't understand that. So I think she should have twisted, but she stuck, and Miguel twisted because he already told her he twisted. And Miguel's a real ass nigga. He puts it on the floor. Well, not a real ass nigga. He said some crazy shit later. But I like that Miguel twisted, unlike Nicole, because Miguel knows for a fact that he already told Liv that he's talking to Nicole. Why the fuck would he sit there on the dance floor knowing he's talking to somebody else? Is he stupid? No. So Nicole, I don't know why you did it. But hey, we move. Leah and Connor.
It's resin. T-Fred hate Kendall. I can't stand Kendall from day one. Him laugh all the damn time with nothing. This one, he pisses me off. And I'm telling you, my fellas, stop with the stupid laughing faces. I wanted to bring it up because I agree with that. I keep saying when the women are asking for advice and stuff like that, it's very much like, oh, like with the Leah thing, just be sexy. Oh, you could just be sexy. I think it's cute. Like he doesn't give real advice. It's very much like a game to him.
You know what?
I can't wait to see why is Fred really.
I hate you, bitch. All y'all bitches want everybody to be mad all the time, like y'all. He's a happy guy.
Words.
Not that of an ocean. But yeah, nah. Kendall is a happy man, and y'all hate when men are happy, and I don't like that.
Pharaoh want to be a menace so bad.
I hate that. Y'all saying he fake. I haven't seen it yet.
I honestly, I don't have many thoughts on Kendall because other than what Pharaoh has conflated so far, there's nothing to really think about.
I don't think he's doing anything.
But I don't like how he interacts with other people. I really don't. Because it's always like, because the girls, they seem to do feel like they can like him and trust him. He's one of those people where it's like, he's so nice, he's so trusting, I can tell him anything. And really, he don't give a damn.
Yeah. Anyways, we not Leah and Connor. Leah twists because she want Rob. Connor sticks, but he knew she was going to twist, but he sticks anyways because he don't got nobody else going for him. And then of course Serena, we're not even going quickly. Serena twists, Kordell sticks. Right.
Mind you, we spent 30 minutes talking about that alone.
We did. So after this, they text somebody and they say, everybody who stick, go upstairs to the balcony. Everybody who twists, go downstairs for the fire pit. And then they bring in the bombshells.
Boom! Oh, boom! Girl, we got Kenny Craig, Cassidy, or should I say
Kenny last name is not Craig.
Is Kenny Craig?
It's gonna be Craig.
Cassidy, Lynn Spears,
and
Nigel.
Never heard of Cassidy or Nigel, so I guess we can see.
Never heard. I'm sure their stay is very short. Hopefully,
Kenny comes in. First of all, visually, I like the body.
The body is tea as fuck. Janae 8. Janae won a little bit.
Janae won. No, let me just get into it. Janae won so bad, and I love my mind. Because I've been saying this whole time, Janae, it's not going to be the man you got to make 3 types of eggs for. It's not going to be the man you have to pull to the side and say you want him. It's not going to be the man that you go to first. It's not going to be the man that you walk up to his heart. It's going to be the man that pulls you for a date.
Period.
It's going to be the man that pulls you for a date. It's going to be the man that wakes you up for a date. Period. It's not going to be the man that you're waking up.
But you know what they say? You know what they say, bitch?
What they say?
Faith without work is dead, bitch. Because you know what she had to do? She had to work to stay in that villa to get to her man. Amen. 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 Yep.
Period.
Yeah.
Period.
Yeah.
Y'all, I literally got my favorite. I think Kenny and Janae finna be my favorite couple ever because I became a Janae stan overnight. Like this last drop.
It's
Janae,
that easy, ain't it? It's like she grow on you. She grow on you quickly. She do.
I love Janae. She's just
I
so
need her on
sweet
Big Brother.
and
Is she not that girl in Big Brother that we're all like, please win veto, Janae. Janae, please win veto, please.
Yes, I love Janae so much. Her first of all, she was defending Kendall to Nicole because Nicole got bucked and tried to tell the girls. She was like, I just don't see why he did. And Janae was like, well, girl, I understand why he did what he did because you wasn't fucking with him. Duh, the fuck. So one, she got brownie points for that, but also she's just so nice and sweet and kind-hearted.
And real.
She needed a man who was nice and real. And she needed a man who was nice, sweet, kind-hearted, and real. And Kenny came in the villa, and I think they're going to be my favorite fucking couple.
Because he looks like he could be a fuckboy, but he seems like he has a really sweet personality, a real more down to earth. Like Miguel is someone who's gonna send you into a psych ward. Kenny is someone that's gonna send you to his mama house when you're sick, so they can, cook you some cookies and like I don't know, like I live for that. I live for that.
Some soap.
And I live for that for Janae. Because she truly is. I feel like one of the main people in here who's really trying to find someone to actually settle down with, to like be in love with after the show. And that's why I am happy that she stayed, because personally I feel like while Andrea had the connection, she didn't really come here for a connection. I think she came for a check. She
came for the wrong reasons, like Leah said.
Oop.
Shout out to MW. MW said a word, Lee.
A word.
But yes, I really love this for Janae. And I feel like Kenny, I don't know Kenny, but his intentions seem just very genuine. It just does. And then I know they're still together, so that works out too. But and Janae
from the Bronx, not Kenny B.
He is Dominican, ain't he? Because the girls was like, is he black or white? Or whatever. He's Dominican. He's Dominican.
Mm-hmm.
I love that for him. Dominicans are sometimes black. Like he could be.
He could be. I don't. I mean, he doesn't look it. At least from looking at him, I wouldn't say Afro Dominican, but he could be. I mean,
he kind of looks mixed a little bit to me, I guess, with the hair. Maybe it's the hair I'm looking at. Maybe I'm looking.
I could definitely see it in the face. I can see it in the face
because a lot of like the nose. Then he got that little mouse nose. I feel like mouse noses be for the mixed girls. But yeah.
But no, and then I've seen all of these couples I've seen off the show. He looks great with facial hair. Not saying he looks bad without the facial hair, but the facial hair really puts the cherry on top for him. Okay, he needs to grow that out.
I think I don't know, because I tweeted, I said he's just that perfect ugly cute that I like. And I mean that. Like, I think he's just super, super ugly cute.
That is
and
such
I love
a nasty backhanded compliment.
Is it? It's not even. I'm not even trying to be. I love, like, literally all my everybody I want to literally get with, like, they got to be a little ugly. And
just a little bit ugly.
Like a little. I think ugly cute is just I think we need another term for it. I want someone. What's the way to say it nicely? I like someone who looks cute in a non-conventional way. And I feel like I think he looks non-conventionally attractive. Like, everyone is not going to look at Kenny's face and just say he's the most beautiful man in the world. I think he's beautiful. And I think that's what I like about it, is that he has like a niche facial structure. And I really, really like.
Ugly has strong features.
Yeah, he has niche features. Somebody say he's kind of goofy looking. Yeah. I agree.
Oh my God. You know what he looks like?
Goofy.
The son.
He
looks goofy. Yes.
Yeah, he does. And that's okay. And everybody want to fuck the son. What's the son name? I don't know. But anyways, everybody loves him. Everybody does. You know you do. You know you did when you was growing up.
When I was growing up?
Everybody did. Okay, I ain't gonna lie.
That goofy movie when he went off to college, that was an awakening. That was one of my awakenings.
Max is his name. Yeah. He does look like Max. But y'all know what the fuck I'm talking about. Y'all know he got niche looking fucking features. Don't fucking play me. So yes, Kenny and Janae, they go on a beautiful, beautiful ocean boat date. Girl, it was just wonderful and gorgeous, and I love that for them. And then they had guests.
They look great together. Their bodies, teeth.
Yes,
like they was having a body off on the date.
Like, off. And then the other two people also were there. Next, no.
I mean, honestly, I can't recall anything Cassie and Miguel talked about, and Nigel and Serena, I refuse to listen.
Yeah, Nigel and Serena, I ignored because that was all fake. But Nigel does ask Serena to kiss him, and she says no because she has.
Of course, because she's a lady, mama.
Lady.
Bitch. She don't play that.
Let me tell y'all why I know for a fact Cassie and Miguel are literally nothing. They didn't even speak. They just started kissing. Okay.
And
Just
I don't blame her.
I don't blame Cassidy at all.
She actually
Miguel,
worked with me because I would have started.
Miguel, just say you want somebody to fuck. Because after this, he does have a conversation with Liv on some, basically, he just wants somebody to fuck type shit. So it's like, girl, just say it.
I am curious as to how it's going to be when he gets with Leah in the villa, only because I get that sense as well. Like, Miguel doesn't give me someone who's here looking for love.
Right.
Neither does Leah, if I'm being honest.
I agree.
So I'm interested to see how that's going to work. But they still together, so clearly it's working somehow.
Maybe it hits them on accident. Because I feel like both of them are kind of in this this one brain cell. I'm just, I'm moving with my dick type of world. So maybe it just hits them like, oh shit, you are there and you do look good. Might as well.
Like, is they gonna get past that? Because they both look great, but what else?
Right. That's gonna be very interesting. Hopefully Cassidy leaves quickly for many reasons. One of the reasons being I don't want to look at her for any longer.
She looks like a homegirl from Big Can 11.
Which
Claudia?
One? Ew! She does. Oh my god, she does look like Claudia. She does, and I don't love that to look at. But also, my man wants her. Let's talk about it. So there's a lot going on with Kendall and Nicole. Of course, we already talked about how Nicole wants Miguel, and Nicole is mad that Kendall wants da 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 da. The girl comes in. When the girl comes in, Cassidy comes in. Kendall, of course, loves him a white woman. So he's coming. He's coming for her real nicely. He wants to talk to her real nicely. And Nicole is mad about that as well. I don't feel like I understand that. I don't think I understand that at all. But she literally pulls him to the side, and she's like wondering, asking him why are we doing this? Da 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 da. And she has a diary. She says, "Thanks for helping me make my decision because I was confused between you and Miguel."
And I think that's just bullshit. It's just bullshit to say. Like I said, this is Rob. This is the woman version of Rob, where it's like, oh, so you're not gonna allow me to make you the decision? Like, because she was having fun. She was like, I gotta choose between these two guys, even though her decision was already made.
Right.
And that's why I don't think that even in her mind, like she's feeling like offended. I don't know why, but she's feeling offended. And it's like, well, how is he supposed to feel? You have been waltzing around with the finest man on earth.
Literally, there were scenes where he was doing handstands not naked. Ooh. Handstands shirtless. Handstands shirtless. And Kendall was like, how the fuck can I compete with this?
You can't.
You can't.
Truly. You can't. That's like, I don't know.
The only person who would be loyal to you in that situation, Kendall, is me. And that's why you needed me.
And I don't even think that's true.
And I don't actually, that isn't true. Because if Miguel said, let's go to Soul Ties, if Miguel said, let's go to Soul Ties, guess where I would have been?
Girl.
The Soul Ties. I would have.
Maybe fuck a soul tie. Soul taken. Bitch, the fuck?
So I get it. And I really, really get it. And this is the thing, Nicole. At the end of the day, women are humans as well. I don't think it's hard to see why she was confused. Miguel brings confusion. We said it last episode. He had a mist in the air embedded in people's brains. I would be confused. He's literally like alcohol. What is it called? Like
a drug?
No, he's like a drug. He's like a drug walking around. Like he ingratiates your brain. He infects your brain. So I get it. I get it. But girl, you can't be mad.
But even though I feel like honestly, this was a situation of it's like she was going for the attraction. Like her saying that, oh, he makes me nervous and Kendall doesn't. I don't think that's a good reason to want to go with him. He's beautiful. He should make you nervous, girl.
I'm nervous around him looking.
That's what I'm saying, girl. Girl, you know what I mean? So it's like I think her reasons was BS. I think that in general, Kendall and Nicole never had any real chemistry. I don't think Nicole and Miguel have any real chemistry. Kendall and Cassie are not going to have any real chemistry. It's honestly all bullshit. But I don't like how she's trying to make him seem like the bad person in this. When I don't think either one of them are bad people. But like you can't come out here and make him seem like a bad guy. Like Kendall, he was upset, but I don't think he made her seem like the bad person. Like he was like, well, she's making this decision and it makes me feel like this, so I'm going to make this decision. And I think that's fair. But her trying to be like, I don't get it, I don't understand it, and truly being mad about it. And I remember she had a conversation with the girls telling them about her feelings, and they were like, well, he isn't really trying to do that. And she was like, I don't want to hear it. Y'all just going to see him and defend him.
Yeah,
get him. Girl, it's hard not to defend him because what are you even talking about right now?
You acting a fool. If you want to be open and go do your thing. Don't be open and then be mad at someone else for being open. That's just not fair. She's really trying to move in an unfair manner. She wants to be able to go fuck every nigga in the villa, but he can't fuck nobody else. And it's like people, I will say people do that in real life too. There's people in real life who they could cheat or they could talk to whoever and it shouldn't be a problem. But when the other person does it, now it's this big ordeal. And why are you doing this and that and that and that? She want her cake and she want to eat it too. You can't do it. You can't have both. Not with my man. He knows his worth. Period.
He knows his worth.
And does.
Feel like, mind you, he wouldn't spit on your black ass.
I think he would actually.
He wouldn't piss on your ass.
I think he would.
Fire, bitch.
I think he would. I
don't think he would. I don't think he would. I don't think he would. He wouldn't let you in his neighborhood.
Spit on me. He would piss on me. He would nut on me. Right. Let's not start talking about fluid.
I don't know. I've heard a theory that men who are into white women love being taught by black men.
I have also heard that theory. Actually, I have put that theory to the test. I have confirmed that theory. So I know for a fact Kendall would be down, especially when I saw that hole. But anyways, so Kendall grabs Nicole to talk. They discuss that. Basically, Kendall is explaining that during the game, look, I'm sorry that I didn't choose what you thought I was going to choose, but honestly, I didn't think you were going to choose to stick either because you're literally walking around talking to Miguel. And Nicole tries to gaslight him and says, well, I mean, what you could have did was, you know what pissed me off? She had a diary room. She said, he could have shown that he was a man and that he put his foot down and that he wanted me. And if he would have stuck, that would have showed me. You ate that up. No, you ate. We needed a. He would have showed me that he was a man that put his foot down if he would have stayed there and marked his territory. Girl, what the fuck is you talking about?
Mind you, she got mad earlier. He was like, ever since Miguel has came into the villa, he's been like pissing on me and like,
he's like
marking his territory.
But now you want him to mark it? Bitch, make your
girl. It's giving Serena. I don't want you all up on me, but now that you're gone, I don't know.
So she asked him if he does it. She asked him if he did it out of spite. He said, no, I don't really have a problem with you talking to Miguel. She was like, but you did say you had a problem. He said, well, I was hurt by the decision, but I didn't do it out of spite. Now, I don't think he did it solely out of spite. I think he knew it would be a gag. No shade. Because he's a little, let's be honest. Let's just all be honest right now. Kendall is a little, right? And I feel like
wait. We don't know nothing.
Be real. Here within the kingdom, let's all be real. Kendall is a little gay. And the allegedly, like that's not confirmed, but he has, feminine tendencies. And I feel like those tendencies, people who have those tendencies are a little bit aware of everything they're doing. And I feel like he's definitely moving in a manner where he knows in the back of his mind that's low-key gonna make her a little gutted when he does it. He knew what he was doing. He knew what he was doing. He definitely knew what he was doing. So I feel like because I feel like because of that, I do agree with Nicole. He was being a little spiteful. He was moving in a feminine way.
I don't know. When I see Kendall, I see a straight man that loves women, that was not being petty.
Put it on God.
On God.
Put it on God right now. Put it on your mama. That's how
on my mother Galinda.
That is not your mom,
bro. Everyone, his tan has been really insane too. Like they are really out there on an island, bitch.
They are. I can't wait for Miguel to get a little more tanned.
Because on Big Brother, we watch them all day. They don't be doing shit. So I'm like, they really, and like at least they have competitions and stuff then, and then sometimes actual strategy going on.
Right.
Do these people just sit and talk to each other face all day and work out and eat avocado toast and be sexy?
This might be why this show could be successful with the relationships, though, because we saw in Big Brother, a lot of the reason that Big Brother people are able to actually follow. Big Brother got the most relationships of any love show, or it's not even a love show. And it's because they're able to sit up there and cupcake with each other all day and really genuinely get to develop a bond with each other, more so than real relationships. I know real people who are dating who know nothing about each other. And I think in this type of situation, you're going to be forced to learn a lot about the person you're around. And I think that's really helpful to the experiment. Unlike Love is Blind, where it's like on Love is Blind, it's like, bitch, I don't know shit. Here,
And that's what we said about Love Is Blind. If Love Is Blind had a longer process like Big Brother, it could really be successful. And this is an example of it. Like, honestly, like there's so many times in my head I'm like, this is so similar to that show. And it is because of how long they just sit there. But that's insane. I mean, you wake up, you work out. I mean, after waking up and working out and then having one conversation, then what?
You follow around the girl you like and piss on her. I get it. Liv and Miguel are next. They don't have much going on because it's not a real relationship. Just to be frank, Miguel doesn't like Liv. Liv doesn't, I almost said something crazy. Liv doesn't like Miguel either, I don't believe. But they did have one moment that I wanted to talk about because, of course, they went through the dumping. Miguel tells Liv that he kissed Nicole. Liv doesn't give a fuck. She says, I don't care. Just tell me the truth. And then later on, after the dance party, he's explaining his reasoning. And he says, I'm going to be real with you. I didn't stick because I don't see us moving anywhere past a sexual attraction. And this made her cry. I thought she understood that. No shade. It seemed that way to me. But she cried about it.
The thing with Liv is that to me, I cannot see her anything as solely a producer plant. So it's like any relationship drama she's in, I don't think is real. Like, there's no way she genuinely thought that they had a connection, even sexual to me. I didn't even get a sexual connection, honestly. I do not see this working at all. Like, so maybe she was crying because that was also for the show, the dramatics of it all. But like, genuinely, when I watch her talking in conversations about relationship, I'm just like, girl,
I will.
You don't give a damn, do you?
I do still agree with you mostly. I think in this, I don't think she was crying because she lost her connection with Miguel. I think she was crying because low key it hurt her feelings. The fact that, because it's not just this. All the boys in the kissing competition said she kissed like a mule, and it was very aggressive, and they hated it. And now he's saying that he can't really see her anything past. I think low key her feelings were low key hurt just in general, and I think she was like, "Damn, am I unattractive?" And it's like, well, I'm gay, but I'm not attracted. So there's that.
I don't know. I think she's a definitely interesting archetype. Because I do feel bad about her being in tears. It's just I can't pinpoint like
right.
I'm not even like what's fake, but just like what she's like serious about. Like, how does she truly feel about these things? Because like,
I see that.
We didn't get anything between their relationship to me that would make me think that a statement like that would hurt her feelings, unless she did have so many like past traumas like that. And I mentioned someone in the chat say it is objectifying, and I do get that point of view as well. But also Liv didn't strike me as the type of person that would feel that statement would be too objective from that. Yeah. Unless that is something that she's dealt with in the past. So I don't know, but I think that is kind of what it is about Liv. I don't really know Liv. I feel I don't feel like I know her. I feel like that's kind of what I felt with Janae in the beginning. Like, I didn't feel endeared by her. Like, that's what I'm not getting from Liv. Like, I need Liv to have a story or something, or tell me something that happened, or so I don't know, because I can't really figure out what the real Liv is, other than what, in my opinion, a producer plan is. Like,
I think she's very guarded as a person. I don't think she's someone who easily lets her emotions.
She's a Pisces.
You should know her the best.
Oh my! No, this is why it's scary. That means she's probably holding in a lot of emotion.
Somebody said Liv is actually very sensitive. You love Dowdy.
This is actually scary. That's not good. This isn't good. She's probably been through a lot.
That's sad.
Because her being a Pisces does not make sense. And that could be that little background of emotion seeping out from that statement.
Mm-hmm. Child, You Love Dowdy said, let me know when y'all want to have a real conversation about Liv at the end of the season. Oh my God.
Ooh,
what does that mean?
Conversation. I'm scared.
That could mean anything.
Look, them Liv stands is deadly, Dowdy. They don't jump us. They will
careful. Us. Somebody said that's why let me shut up.
Don't do my sister. Wait, hold on. I got to defend my Pisces sister now. Wait, hold on.
What they say about Pisces?
Drag
the Pisces. Drag them.
No, because Pharaoh always trying to shit on Pisces.
Pisces are shitty.
But yeah, no, that's interesting. And knowing that fact, it does make you feel like she's probably way more emotional than what we're saying.
Yeah, that's true. All right, Lee, you ready for this?
Dun 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 dun. Are you ready for this?
Oh my.
Big Connor, Big Leah, Big Robert, the big three, the biggest.
The biggest. Leah is truly a star. I can see why she has so many polarizing opinions about her. She is she is the story. This entire season, it's truly just been Leah and Rob, I guess. Like, it is a lot.
The Rob and Leah storyline is really chaotic. I kind of wish that this lasted a little bit longer. I kind of wish they did get back together just for a period, and then we kind of got this tea. Because honestly, I don't want it to end. I don't not want it to end. I really don't. I really don't.
Oh yeah.
Oh, David said, "I'm sorry, Cordina is the story of the season."
I think eventually it will be that.
The storylines for me, and I can easily see why PPG is as famous as they are, because the storylines for me, truly, the people carrying the season, if I'm being 100% objective, is PPG plus Liv. They are.
I agree.
Because you got Liv going around
everything she's doing,
walking away. You got Leah with the Rob and now Connor drama. Everything is
arguing with Liv, the dumping.
Cordina is his own thing, and then you have Janae trying to work it out on her own, bitch. Yeah, I love Janae, bitch. Like, it's giving very much like, where the fuck is my man? Like,
I agree. I do agree. I feel the same way, and maybe it's because Kaylor is locked in with Aaron, to where it's like she just doesn't have any place in here for any type of drama. But yeah, everybody else is giving it for me. Honestly. Yeah. But hey, girl, let's get into the tea. The tea is
it's Leah / Rob for early season, but Cordina dominates post-merge.
Not post-merge.
And y'all are terrifying me because
what's gonna happen at Casa?
Don't tell me, because I don't want to know. I'm actually skipping the episode.
I don't want to watch it, actually.
Because I don't want to watch it. You're not about to stress me the fuck out.
I don't want to watch it. But yes, we start the episode off literally. And this is right after the recoupling. Leah pulls PPG to the side and she's laughing. And she said, y'all, guess what? He said, what she said? I don't like him anymore. I don't think I ever liked him. The skinny jeans ain't doing it. She said, oh, look at the jeans. Ain't he too nice? Why is he so nice? Oh my God. She wants somebody tight.
He's not even nice. Like, he's one of those, oh, I'm a nice guy. But look how he's nice. Janae. The nigga not nice. The nigga ain't shit. And this is why, like, I feel like this situation in combination with what's about to happen with Rob and Liv and the backseat situation, I can see how a lot of people are like, well, we don't like Leah. Clearly, she's a weirdo, especially with the Janae situation that just happened too. Damn, Leah, low-key.
No, she is. Like, I can't like this, when we get to the tears, like, I don't think I can with Leah. Leah's on my shit.
It's like I was listing out the shit. I was like,
oh, it's just too much.
Oh,
it's too much.
Oh, okay, Leah. But like, I don't feel bad for Connor. I do not feel bad for Connor.
Real.
He played in Janae's fucking face. He didn't give a fuck how Janae felt, and he wanted her to go home. He didn't pick her because he wanted Janae to go home. And when she didn't go home, he was so upset about it. I don't like him. I'm happy that Leah gave him the karma, because he was all like, I don't want her. I don't want to feel embarrassed. I don't want to feel embarrassed on national TV. Like, she's embarrassing me. How the fuck did Janae feel when you dropped her the day of the girl, Leah breaking up with Rob? Like, you dropped her as soon as Leah was available and single. You didn't give a damn about her feelings. You didn't give a damn about her at all. And I'm supposed to give a damn about you being sad and upset. You literally tried to get with this girl on the rebound the day that she was crying about how Rob fucked her over. You're trying to slide in her DMs all up in her face, talking about some, oh, I really like you, and da-da-da-da. And from that day forward, he completely stopped talking to Janae, flirting with Leah in front of Janae's face. I don't give a damn about Connor. I don't give a fuck how she treated him. He deserved it. And I don't give a fuck about Rob either. But it's like, with Connor specifically, it's like, no, you deserve all of this. This is karma. This is egg on your fucking face. And he deserves it.
Period. You're clocking. And I saved, because you know they had that game at the very beginning where they were throwing the shakes in people's faces. I saved that for his ass, because they all drug him that entire fucking game, and he deserved it, because the way he treated Janae was crazy. And then he had the audacity to try to shade Janae with his answers. Why are you trying? You can't shade Janae. She didn't do anything. They're not a real, because everybody was saying Janae and Hakeem wasn't a real. They weren't. But they're not a real couple because you left her for dead, hoe.
It literally just reminded me how in his goddamn coupling he said for no reason, this was not a hard decision at
Like
all.
what?
Janae genuinely thought that you were someone who cared about
You
her.
hate
You
her?
were someone that cared about this relationship, that wanted to make this work. And it's the fact that this entire time you were just coasting with her until you were able to get Leah. And Leah don't even want your skinny jeans wearing ass.
Clock it.
You look fucking stupid. This
Dude.
bitch, he's like, oh, the girls are making it seem like maybe you don't like this couple that much. And she's like, well, no, I just, and he's like, really? Okay, yeah. He's like, at first he was like, honestly, I'd risk being embarrassed on national TV if I can have the love of my life. And they have nothing in common. She shows no openness or vulnerability with him. They don't talk about anything. I don't know how he think he has a chance other than his own delusion, but it's really fucking sending me. And is Leah doing a Rob and Nicole about the whole, well, I don't want you, but I'm going to pretend like I do? Yes. And that's fucked up. Do I care that she's doing it to Connor? No.
Me neither.
At all.
Me neither. She was playing in his face. She was playing in his face because he literally asked her. Like you said, he actually did ask her, and she says, no, I think we're on the same page. After going to multiple other than PPG, she also went to other people telling them that she really don't give a fuck.
The whole villa knows.
The whole villa knows.
He doesn't like him. And that's why I live, because he keeps mentioning how he doesn't want to be embarrassed. And it's like, yeah, you are embarrassed and you look stupid the same way you tried to do Janae.
Yep. Clock it. So Janae pulls Connor to the side after that first challenge, and she asked him, she was like, I just feel like I don't know if you were ever really upfront with me about it, because I had asked you, you never really told me. He tried to claim that he was being upfront with her, but I'm glad that Janae called him out and put it on the floor and then left. She said her piece and she moved forward. And I feel like that's why I love Janae. She's very, she tries to be nice and real, and she succeeds. She's able to be nice and real. You don't have to be a bitch just to be real, honestly. And thank God she's not. She's very genuine. She's very real.
Was that shade?
Absolutely not.
You don't have to be a bitch to be real.
I can't be shading anybody. But maybe Liv. Let me shut up.
I mean, somebody on screen.
Shout out to La Marie. I need y'all to at least consider doing a live watch party for episode 22 and or 24. Y'all, why y'all acting like it's gonna be a bomb? It better not be no bomb happening.
The biggest bombshell of the season, clearly. Episode 22 and 24.
That's gonna piss me off. Oh my God. But yeah, Connor played in her face. Janae clocked him and read him down for fifth, out she should, and she moved forward. And I love that for her. I really do. I really do.
Diva is a
so boom, after the dumping happens, and Andrea goes home, Connor does approach Leah and ask her, was it the girl's decision that this happened? What was the thought process behind it? And Leah was like, well, yeah, Janae never really got a chance, and Nicole was kind of making progress about it.
All right, I want to ask real quick. And this is what I'll say. I always try to give like an objective opinion, because truly I don't give a fuck if Andrea went home, but I'll give an objective opinion, which is usually the opinion that I stand with. Unless I was in the situation as someone who was hurt by Rob, I wouldn't have sent Andrea home. Do you think, objectively taking everything out of it, also including that Janae is their friend, because friendship, that's not going to happen. Do you think they should have did the quote unquote right thing and just did Nicole?
It's weird because and just did Nicole. I think the issue is that if I was in their position, I wouldn't care. But let me
honestly, I don't think I would either.
Let me try to be exact. If other than Janae, I wonder why they did vote for Andrea, because it wasn't just Leah who voted for her. Kayla and Serena also voted for Andrea. I don't know why they did do that. I think they genuinely, my only excuse or my only reason would be that they genuinely did feel like it was more fair to have someone with options move forward in the game, which is why I think I'm getting confused at what the purpose of the game was, because the girls in the chat were clocking me. I thought the purpose was to help people find love, and then when they found love, congratulations, you did what you wanted to do. I don't think I understand the fact that I guess they're all supposed to be in love forever, and then the game is just supposed to be 5 couples that all love each other, and then we just move forward. I thought the game was we're trying to find love.
Yeah.
So if you found love already, I don't see why it's so hurtful to send Andrea and Rob home. Well, I thought Rob would have went home, Because it's like y'all already found love. So it's like, what else?
I guess that is
what
what it is. Is that like, well, you can't send both of them home, so why send home one of them when the other one will still be here?
He can leave.
He can leave. Peace out.
He can leave. I don't know. I think I'm misunderstanding the rules because I think Serena and Kayla were genuinely thinking, because they did kind of talk about, well, Nicole is exploring options. She kissed Miguel, so she's exploring her options. So that's more fair for the people who come into the villa. I think that's how they were thinking, and that's why they chose that way. I don't see the issue with thinking that way. I don't think there's anything wrong with me feeling like we're supposed to be here to find connections, and if you're not open to connections, why are you here? And I think that's what they were thinking about Andrea. You're not open to anybody but Rob because you think you're in love with him. So why are you here?
The only other reason you can say why is so you can win the money at the end, but even then it's like, so I should vote you out.
Right, because you're gonna win the money over me. I don't want you to win the money over, because it's either okay, let them get to the end and win. I don't want them to win when I want to win, or it's let them stay so they can get to know each other. Y'all can get to know each other outside of the villa. There's no reason for you to be here. It's love or the money. So why would I vote someone who's gonna beat me at getting the money at all?
Period.
I don't know.
Has anyone? I mean, people who've watched like several international versions, do anyone ever like play it that intentionally, like? Oh, I'm not really here for love. I'm just trying to get to the end and get to the money.
That's
because there are eliminations. There are
there's a way to play
these
it that way.
Duos and these like alliances that you can kind of create. Because Janae essentially stayed because of an alliance. She stayed because of the PPG alliance. Real talk. Like, so I'm just like, Oh, they're saying yes. People play the game. People play the game.
They said Kendall play it like that.
Ooh,
I see. Kendall does do a lot of intentional movements. I feel. I will say.
Maybe it gets all the time. They never win though. That makes sense though.
Because you get voted by the US, so you gotta be genuine in a way.
We want to see lovers, not winners.
Yep. So after this, Janae does ask Rob why did he decide to stay instead of going with Andrea. He has a terrible reason. He says, I feel like I would regret it if I left. And then she pitches, would you ever consider to get back with Leah? Because Leah might be open to it. I don't know. And he's like, I don't know. I'm conflicted about it. Then Rob and Leah have a discussion. So in this discussion, Leah says, I think I am more open to you than Connor. I don't know. She gives all these ambiguous nods, but basically she's telling him she don't fuck with Connor at all. He's like, have you told Connor that? She's like, She has lied. Leah has lied a lot. She lied to Connor.
Leah be out there lying.
She lied to Rob about this. And then the conversation led to, and I don't even remember if Rob led it this way, but she started saying, I've never said anything bad about you. Never said anything bad about you, bad about Andrea.
She shouldn't have said it. And the only reason why she said it is because she genuinely was trying to spin the block. Yeah. Why was she trying to spin the block? Don't fucking know. Because now, like at the end of the episode, after fucking Rob and Liv and let her have it, and then Serena and Janae had to come save her. Leah looks so dumb at the end of the episode.
She looks so bad.
It looked like, because girl, you caused all of this. You really caused all of this, and now you look dumb, sister. Get up.
Because and I think this was honestly her instant karma for even trying to go back with Rob. It's her instant karma for lying. Instant karma for
God showed her real quick. Don't touch that stove.
Cause what the fuck? So she tells Rob that she never talked shit about him or Andrea. That was a lie. She tells him that she took a backseat.
Why lie on things that he already believes? Like that, you don't have to lie about that. He thinks that you've already talked shit about them. He thinks that you had something to do with the decision. And don't say anything. You don't have to say anything.
Just don't bring it up. And I think she really just wanted him back. I get it, girl. He cute, but damn. And then she also lies and says she took a backseat with Andrea. This is the thing. I don't think. How do I say this? Leah genuinely has one brain. Okay, that's not true. Leah, I don't think that when Leah said she took a backseat, she was trying to be manipulative. I think Leah genuinely believes she took a backseat. And I will say, in a way, she did hold back than what she could have. The way she was talking shit about Rob and Andrea throughout the week was not how she was in that deliberation. In the deliberation, she could have said, fuck Rob and Andrea, they ain't shit. We need to vote them bitches out. And she didn't. So I think in her mind, because she didn't do that, she took a back seat. But in reality, girl, you definitely brought that girl name up and you definitely was pushing it. But I think in her mind, she's like, I could have went 10 times harder than that. So I definitely took a backseat. I could have drugged that bitch through the ground. So in her mind, that was her back. Yeah, somebody said that was her backseat. That was her backseat in her car for sure.
But no, that was her backseat in a car with no backseat.
Right. It was a sports car.
This bitch got a 2-seater that she took a backseat in.
Her backseat was the passenger seat. Instead of driving, she let Liv drive.
Look, no, her backseat
she had the
backseat is one toe on the gas pedal, bitch. Like she
was SpongeBob, bitch. So I genuinely think that in this moment, this entire time that she's saying she's telling the truth, I think in her mind she is telling the truth. And in a way, if you're telling the truth in your mind, aren't you actually telling the truth?
In your mind, yes.
In your mind, for sure.
In your reality, 1,000%.
In your reality, for sure. And that's why the girl says she still think it's true. And that's because in her reality, it is. For sure.
No, the thing is, that's what happens, though. Once you convince yourself of something, if you're like one of those people who is really good at that, she convinced herself, she convinced me, she convinced the other Leonators. You see, I didn't even question it. I feel like the same thing that I did, the Leonators were doing on that day, and the girls were like, no. Liv didn't bring her up. And it's like, oh, wait, ooh.
Yeah.
And they came up with something else. I said, well, shit, I can't say nothing else. She ate her up. Like, she actually said that shit. So it is what it is.
Yeah. Child. So after this conversation, Rob, this becomes Big Brother quick. Because she gives Rob this information that Connor, she's not feeling him, and that she took it back.
And she talking too much. She talking way too damn much. It's just exposing way too much of her tea.
So Rob puts his Big Brother hat on. He talks to Connor first. He says, let's keep this conversation between you and I. And he tells Connor, he's like, well, Leah has been telling me she's not even feeling you. He drops the personal part. Then he says, she also said she took a backseat in that decision. I don't think any of that's true. He's so smart. He said, let me make him hate her a little bit. And then let me give him this information so we can jump her.
This is Big Brother, bro.
Brother. He's getting all the votes.
Big Brother.
He's getting all the votes to get her.
So who had HOH? Liv had double eviction HOH.
Damn.
There was a girls' alliance.
Damn.
They took out Andrea.
Damn.
Rob won the next HOH.
And he gathered all this information.
And he turning everybody on Leah.
She's not going home.
Leah win veto, please.
He think he getting the votes. He's not going to get the votes. So then he goes to Kaylor and Liv. He says, don't tell anybody about this conversation, please. Why is Leah walking around saying that you guys, I mean, she took the back seat in the conversation. So that only makes me believe, I guess everyone else was the ones talking. Really set it up,
baby. No. She actually was the main one saying that Andrea needed to go. And then Kendall was like, yeah, Kendall is so funny because she just be there. But they were basically saying, yeah, no, Leah was the main one giving it. And this is where like I said, as a Leonator, I'm gonna be honest. I'll eat my words. Uh-oh. At first, I was like, both these bitches are just fake as hell. But after going back and watching, and after hearing Liv explain a little bit, Liv explain her position a little bit more, it's like they have every right to feel this way because, in a way, she is saying, I didn't make the decision, everyone else did. Now, in a game of Big Brother, I think that's a little bit more serious because it's like, this is actual gaming strategy information.
Yeah.
On Love Island, I took it as she's just lying to Rob. And if I was Liv, I wouldn't give a damn. But I could also see why Liv feels like, oh, she's also throwing me under the bus. Because she said, like, when Serena and Janae came to defend Leah, they were like, she's also throwing y'all under the bus. But I'm pretty sure they don't see it as that. They see it as this girl just being toxic and lying to Rob. So it is what it is. But Liv and Leah not cool like that. So if Liv took it that way, that is really what it is. So it's like, I get why both sides did what they did.
Exactly.
Like at first I was up in arms, but honestly, Liv is very justified because
I think real. I think the fact that Liv knows she's the only one who didn't vote for Andrea makes her a little more pissed off as well. Because that's kind of I feel like I've been in situations like that where it's like me and a group of friends, we discuss doing one thing and I disagree, and then by the end of it, I feel like they blame it on me. I'm like, bitch, well, hold the fuck on. I was the one person who didn't want to do the shit.
Why the fuck am I, bitch? But that's another thing too. Lucky Rob ate because he turned Connor on her and he went to them and turned them on her because Liv, I feel like, reacted that way because the way Rob was even questioning them was as if it was an issue. So I'm not about to be blamed for this issue that Rob has an issue with.
Exactly.
You're the one who said something when it's like, girl, Leah should just shut the fuck up. Period. She should just shut up because if everyone is going to have to answer for it, of course Liv is going to be like, well, that was not me.
Exactly. Child. So after this conversation, Rob tells Connor, then Rob tells the girls. Leah does talk to Connor one more time, and she lets him know that she didn't like him this entire time. Well, no, she claims overnight, this last night, she discovered she doesn't like him and she doesn't want to move forward with him.
Sure.
And Connor was like, it's been so many conversations where I feel like this didn't have to happen, where you could have told me. So what happened?
Wish I cared more.
I don't. So she plays in his face, and then of course we get the big blow up after this. Child. Now
it's funny because Leah will have a moment like going off on Rob, but then she'll take Janae nigga, and then she'll have a moment like dragging Janae nigga, making him feel bad, and then trying to get back with Rob and lying. Girl.
Yeah. So we get the big blow up situation. I just have everybody on the screen because bitch, people are involved. So first, Aaron talks to Leah. He asks Leah, what the fuck happened? What happened with the Andrea situation? She says he took a backseat again. Aaron then talks to Liv about it. And Liv is like, I don't know why she's walking around telling everyone she took a backseat. And Aaron says, oh, wait, she just told me again that she took a backseat. Liv is like, what?
Y'all gotta watch Aaron because this all stemmed from Aaron.
Ooh.
Aaron never got over that night when his man almost went home. He was sitting in that have-not room and he started plotting. He said, "This doesn't make any sense, bruv.
Not Mike.
If Leah was in love with you and didn't like Andrea, then she had something to do with her going home."
Child.
And he was on top of that. He went up to Rob and said, I think that she has something to do with it. And from there, Rob got on the case.
Being very messy. Ooh, you're right. So would Aaron win Big Brother or would Rob?
Aaron not winning Big Brother. Aaron is
he can second place to Rob.
He didn't do this out of strategy. He did this out of love. Okay.
Rob. Okay. That's true. So that occurs. Liv now has even extra tea of the girl saying it, right? Connor and Rob have that last conversation about how Leah cannot be trusted, period. Like, this is Big Brother, literally. They were like, Leah can't be trusted. She's lying about everything. Da, 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 da. And then we get the talk.
Why do I really feel like I'm talking about a week of Big Brother, though? If I, like,
give me that. So Rob pulls Leah to the side.
I wish Leah went to that conversation thinking nothing was wrong.
She didn't think it was. She thought he was finna tell her she was in. No, Leah thought he was finna say, I think I want to move forward with the relationship. I'm ready to give this a chance. She thought they was finna get back together, and he was setting her up for her downfall. It was crazy. So Rob pulls Leah to the side. He says, you know, earlier when you pulled me to the side and you said you never talk crap about me or Andrea, I knew you were lying then. I knew that was a lie.
He is so messy. He's so. I knew you were lying then. I knew that was a lie.
I knew that was a lie.
I didn't want to have to start asking questions, but I had to.
Like, what? And he says, I asked around and you mentioned that you were taking a back seat during the dumping. And I don't think you did. Here go Leah. I'm not doing this. That's what somebody who getting caught up in a lie say. I don't want to talk about this right now. So she says, I'm not doing this. I'm not talking about this. Rob was like, no, I asked Liv and Kayla about it. So they said it was you. Leah said, Liv, come talk. Liv joins the conversation. They're literally sitting like this. Rob is on the left, Liv's in the middle. Liv is all right. Liv joins the conversation. And Leah's like,
and this was Leah's biggest mistake. Leah,
I don't know what made her confident.
Girl over.
Confident enough to call her over there
because she thought she was telling the truth. And the thing is, Leah is not a good arguer. Leah is not a good arguer. As soon as Leah started getting heated, she get the cussing and Leah's the type of person where like she's not a good arguer, so she's gonna fight at this point. She's gonna call you all type of bitches and hoes,
right?
So we can get to the fight because she knew damn well she didn't have to. She could say to defend herself,
right? Child.
So and they really tagged her up. Bitch.
They tagged her bad.
The fuck out of that.
No, Liv. Honestly, Liv handled it on her own. I'm sorry because Leah tried to kind of like check her, and she was like, "Can you riddle me why he thinks that I had a huge part in taking out Andre?" And she was like, "Well, I do think it's hypocritical that you're walking around saying you took a back seat when you, Kayla, and Serena were the ones who voted for her." And Liv was like, "Well, that didn't have anything to do with Rob." And da da da. And Liv was like, "Well, hold on.
And what's crazy about how she got ate up by Liv in this moment. No shade. Is that like Leah was so obviously not knowing what the fuck to say because she just started cussing. She's like, "What the fuck are you talking about? Can you just like shut the fuck up?" And he go, Liv. Mm-hmm.
I love how calm Liv was. Liv was like, "Can you stop cursing at me?"
No, that's not what you said. Well,
don't
your
swear.
perspective is not always right.
And then here go Leah. By back seat, you know somebody lying when they start changing everything. By back seat, what I meant by back seat, what I meant
in the whole Andrea and Rob, like their
just
whole
back
relationship. Seat. What the fuck are you?
And then Rob was like, actually, no, that's not.
Fucking listen, you would know it. Like she is literally Maddie Perez from Euphoria. This is how like, Maddie would fucking talk in an argument.
And Liv was like, that's not what you said, though. And she was like, I haven't talked any shit about. And Liv was like, you have talked shit about them. You have, though. You have talked shit about them. You did say you were taking the back seat. You just don't want to admit it. And then here comes Serena. Y'all not finna jump her. No, Serena is a real ass bitch, bro.
Jashawn said Serena won veto and say, Leah.
Did. She said, y'all are not finna jump my bitch. And honestly, what kills me is that Serena didn't know what the fuck was. She didn't know what was. It don't matter. Y'all not finna jump my bitch. Regardless.
Mind you, Leah set up her own jumping, bitch. She set up the date, the time, the location.
Like she really set herself up, but no, for real. You're not
Serena, but Serena's such a real ass bitch, though. She is. That's me. Hold on.
What was killing me?
We could get straighten this shit out right now, okay?
What was killing me was
so funny. That was a good fight. That was a good fucking fight. And like I said, PPG plus Liv, I have to give Teds. I do because they're carrying you. Look at everybody else on the left. Move Janae over. Move my diva over. Look at everybody else on the left.
Yeah. No, what was killing me, Lee, was the whole time Aaron and Kayla, they caked up, and Kayla was like, I think I should be over there. Aaron was like, girl, don't get in that. And she was like, I think I should be.
And then when
they got loud, she went over there. She went, hold on.
Because y'all not gonna jump her. Y'all not gonna jump her.
Period.
The fuck? I would went over there. If I was Nicole, let me go over there and see what the fuck they talking about because
where the Kayla stands. Kayla stood up, y'all. Shout out to the Kayla stands right now. That's all they're gonna get ever. That's all they're gonna get everywhere. But yes, child, that was hilarious. This was real bad. And Liv really did get hurt because it left off on Leah literally like stumbling over her words. It was so
because before Serena walked up, Rob said something that made her walk up. Can you just be fucking real or something like
that? Yes.
It's like no.
Said, you never talk shit about us. You never did. Can you wake the fuck up? That's what he
said.
Can
you wake the fuck up? She said. Like, there were so many moments. No shade to my sister Leah.
Leah was getting
so many moments. Was just like, well, if you would fucking no, you're not gonna fucking do that. You're not gonna. No, that's not what the. If you clean out your fucking ears, no. If you're part of my job label.
Go. And then Liv basically ended it. She said, look, she's trying to throw all of us under the bus. If you're going to sit here and convince yourself that's what you said, I love that for you. I'm leaving. And then she walked away. I'm sorry, Liv ended her. Leah started it and Liv ended it. She did. I'm very sorry.
She left her there in tears. She left her there in tears. Leah, baby. And there's a lot of girls like this. You're a cunty, you're a bad bitch, but you can't argue for real. Now, I do think Leah probably could fight. Now, do I think Leah could beat Liv ass? Probably not. No. Liv is from Australia. Them bitches
she's
get
7. She's 7'7".
That's not gonna happen. That's not gonna happen. But Leah is definitely not an arguer. Mm-hmm. She's not an arguer for sure. So she should not have tried it. But the thing is, in her mind, she fully convinced herself. She thought she could pull her over there because she thought it was done. Like I already know what's happening.
I took back
Liv a stunner girl. Stunner.
Not a stunner girl fan. Oh, she would have beat her up. Liv will stop her the fuck down.
Liv be watching Baddie?
I see that for her. Liv is a very interesting character.
This is why I see.
They said Liv wanted to fight at the reunion.
See, Liv is interesting. She especially learning that she's a Pisces. Stuff is starting to make a little bit more sense. Why does she love Stunner Girl? That sounds like such a random fact. She loves baddies. What?
That's hilarious.
Wait, can we get to that? Okay, is this the last time she argued with Leah? Because if that's the case, then I could definitely start getting her on my stand list.
She finna argue with Leah all season. I can feel it.
I feel it too.
I feel it.
I do.
Child,
if she don't keep beating her up, I still have to get into it.
No shade. Who went home?
I just need 2 bad bitches to get along. Like, why is that so hard?
That is hard. Okay, Hakeem went home and Dre got sent home. Oh, we supposed to rate them last?
Oh, they're saying this argument comes back. Yeah, my friend told me that dumping decision is gonna stay around, which I find hilarious.
Damn,
they hate each other. We need them on the Challenge Rivals 3.
How could this come back? Is Leah gonna stand her ground and stick to it? Oh my god,
I don't know, because
she's gonna double down on some bullshit.
At this point, Leah, I'm gonna need Leah to go back into the corner and get some pointers from Serena or somebody, because girl,
she need to prepare for her next.
Oh, they sisters though. They make up. It's cute. Also, so if it's PPG, she the little purple one that come every once in a while.
The black purple one.
No, that's the new one. Remember that was a purple one that came. No, wasn't it a purple one that came every once in a while?
I don't remember if that's the case.
Wasn't there a girl who would join the Pop-Up Girls every once in a while? Or am I tripping?
I don't remember if that's the case. There was a girl villain who wore a tiara. She had orange hair and a yellow suit.
Maybe I'm thinking about her. That's who Liv is.
But she was a villain.
That's who Liv is. So, okay, why are the boys like? Is Kordell, Kenny?
Oh, the giant. There is a giant one with a big ass. Yeah, she has a ponytail, and that's all she got is a ponytail. She big and she got a hunchback, and she.
Oh, not her.
That's what you want to live.
No. I thought there was another one.
Don't take it back, Lee. That's what you mean.
Not her. No.
No, that's what you were saying. You was calling Liv.
Oh, if they're the Pop-Up Girls, is Kenny, Miguel, and Kordell the Roddy Ruff boys? The RRBs?
Kordell would have to be the Bubbles version.
Yeah, he definitely is.
Yeah.
The Roddy
Miguel define one.
Miguel,
Kenny.
What?
I think Kenny and Kordell are both the bubble, so I feel like they both can't be in it. Kendall got to be the buttercup. Kendall the buttercup. Kordell the bubbles. Girl, I don't know. The PPGM.
The PPG men.
Oh, are they actually the PPGM?
That's funny. They could have been the Roddy Ruff boys.
That's silly. I feel like they should have just been the Roddy Ruff boys. Kordell is Blossom. Kordell is Blossom? I guess.
Kordell is definitely Blossom.
And then Kenny is Bubbles. That makes sense. And Miguel Buttercup. That makes sense.
I don't see Buttercup for him. But all right, girl, let's go ahead and get to the tier rank, because we got some new people to get up on this bitch. We almost here for 2 hours, girl.
Barely. Nigel, he didn't do nothing. I have no thoughts. I don't even know where to put him. I guess Child. Exactly.
Who?
Cassidy. I just don't like her. I want to put her in Chop just because I don't like her. Next.
Why is she going to Child? Oh, you said Chop. Okay. Yeah.
I put Nigel in Child. I don't have to put Nigel in Child either.
He could be a Chop too. Why are you taking Serena on the date? He knows Serena and Kordell are talking. He came into the villa and took her on the date. I don't fuck with that shit. Chop.
He didn't do that. Don't do that. He didn't know that. He didn't. She should have told him.
He did know that. By the time they come into the villa this late, he knows.
He's not watching this show. Yeah,
look like he is. Chop.
Kenny is he's my mother. I love Kenny so much.
I'm fine with mid for now. I need to get a little bit more into
We need more of him. I'm fine with mid as well. Rob not moving.
Chop.
Who is this? Moto not moving. Kyler. I kind of want to move Kayla up.
You can move Kayla up.
She voted for Janae to stay. She voted for Janae to stay.
She did that.
Yeah. She can
Kayla, I'm not. The thing about Kayla is I think I would love Kayla if she was not in a relationship with Aaron.
I agree.
But Kayla also gives me that type of girl that like, she's always going to side with someone else. She's not going to have her own opinion. You know what I mean? Ooh. She's that girl in Big Brother. She would win the HOH, and Liv will run the fuck out of it. Liv is telling her to nominate Janae and Serena, bitch. Okay, and you know, and back Nora and Leah. That is the energy Kayla gives me.
I see that,
and I don't like that.
I don't like that either. I really do see that. So she can't. I don't think she'll ever go above. This is her lucky break. She getting Child for now. We'll see. Nicole is definitely a Chop.
She can stay a Child. I personally would say move her up to Child, only because I do like the interesting things she was doing this week. But she can stay.
She played in my man's face, and I don't like that.
Oh, that's your man. That's
my man. Aaron,
Chop.
Yeah.
Say that with his man. Put him next to his man.
Yeah, be there with your man. I want Nicole.
No. Over again.
Who's his man? Oh, this boy.
You just
it's so many men that he loves. Liv. I'm sorry.
No shade. Liv gotta go up.
Liv kind of gotta go to camp for this. Because the way she stood first of all, she stood by Janae on the first episode.
She did.
She ate Leah up. But mind you, Leah had recently been fucking up because Leah was coming for Janae for no reason.
She almost was not in mother category.
She was walking around like, I'm sorry, Liv is finally camp for the first time in forever. I don't know if it'll happen again, but we'll see. I
have a new out. Like literally, you don't understand. Learning that Liv is a Pisces has warped my brain chemistry on her.
I love that.
So like, I'm literally going to be watching from that perspective, and I don't know. I have to support my Pisces.
I love that for her. It was very camp. It was very camp performance. She definitely stood the fuck out.
I mean, she got called out and ate the whole.
Ate the bishop who called her out. I'm sorry.
She did.
Kendall, we not moving, so we got to go to the.
Kendall could go down, but
he won't. Cordell.
Cordell is my king.
He's my king. He's my king. He's my king. He's my king. He's my king. He's my girl. Miguel got to go down.
You're talking
to women crazy. You're walking around with Nicole who look a fool. You down here.
Honestly, he talking to women, the wrong women, and that is crazy. And then he over here talking about some. Oh, I think it's a logical decision. Nigga, you've been in the house for a day. You're illogical.
Yeah, shut the fuck up.
Don't piss me off.
Close that mouth.
You fine.
Close that mouth and drop them draws. How about that? That's all you're good for. Anyways. No, because he make it. You know what's crazy? He made it seem like all Liv was good for was her body yaddy. All you're good for is your body yaddy, sir.
And that's the real tea. That's the real tea. Because, hello?
Leah, I'm sorry, queen.
Leah got to go down there with her sister.
You got to go down. You came for Janae and we let you slide. And then you got caught up in how you get caught up? Girl, you got to go down here. You got to go down. You can't get caught up in lies. How you get caught? And then why are you going back to Rob? It's really chop after chop after chop after chop. You came for Janae, man. You went after Rob when he made you look a fool. He made you look a fool again. You tried to call out Liv, and Liv called you out. And then you lost the argument.
She gonna go lower. Stop talking to she gonna go lower.
And technically she should be mid this week. I'm not gonna lie, but I'm gonna shut up before she goes lower.
I'm fighting my sister to stay at camp at least in camp.
They said camp is kind.
LaMarie says y'all better not move 1 inch.
Well, Serena is next, and she definitely at least has to move an inch below Kordell because the way she was hurt was a fool. But
I'm not gonna lie, I would say
if you're asking me, she got to go down to camp with the other girls because this was crazy. They said stick or twist, and she twisted. So let's twist her down to camp. You want to twist? You want to twist? You want to twist so bad? You want to twist so bad on a black king?
Ooh.
You want to twist so bad on the black king? Go ahead, twist. She don't want to be next to him. Why would we leave her next to him? She don't want to be next to him in the couple. If she don't want to stick to the couple, she shouldn't stick to because if we leave her up there, she's gonna be next to it. That doesn't make sense. She doesn't want to be. We're giving her what she wants. She wants to be open to other people. So be open in camp to the other people in camp. Somebody said, get the guns. They said she confused. Confused people go to camp. Be confused at camp. Camp confusion. Let me stop.
Camp confusion. Shut the fuck up.
This is how I feel. Right? So far, camp is timeout for me.
Okay.
And Leah and Serena are in timeout. So this is what they deserve. Okay.
Janae staying in mother.
This is my mother. I feel like I want to put Kordell cried this week, and I want to give him the top spot for that. You didn't deserve to cry, King, but Janae is not moving from mother.
I mean, hey,
I don't think Janae's ever moving. I didn't think Serena was ever moving, and then she acted a fool.
Any Serena fans that are mad, please direct your anger to Pharaoh. Do I agree with the decision? Maybe, but he made it. So,
child, at least PPG still PPGing.
Girl, PPG was Liv.
PPG and Liv. What was Liv's name? What's Bunny? The fourth
PPGL. It's like somebody hood. PPGL.
Ooh.
PPGL.
Ooh. I wonder if Miguel will ever get up there with PPGM for the men because Kendall overtaking him.
Girl, I feel like Miguel for to stay a child until he get it with Leah.
The words that's coming out of his mouth, I don't like.
The words coming out of his mouth, the people that he linking up with, I can't do it.
Mm-hmm. They said, I'll let Kordell have it because he's moving next week. Oh, my. Lee took a back seat. Lee gonna walk around. a back seat in that
I would
decision.
start using that. I would start using. Oh, I took a back seat.
No, I'm gonna have to get on you like
we
this.
put a recap tomorrow tonight, child. Camilla took a back seat.
Oh my God. All right, y'all. We've been here for 2 hours. Let's go. What the fuck is we talking about? Damn.
This is really a Big Brother recap for real, because we're here for 2 hours, just how it will be for Big Brother.
I forgot to put up the images for the shows we cover, episodes we cover next week.
Oh, that's okay, girl. It's okay.
Hold on, I'm gonna read it out though. I'm gonna read it out.
And we'll post it in the community.
And we're gonna post it in the community. So next week, we're gonna be back. On Monday, we're gonna be covering episodes 16, 18, and 19. On Wednesday, we're covering episodes 20, 21, 22, and 24. Period. So if you're listening, write that down or go to the community. We're gonna have it in the community. I know that's right.
Damn. So by the end of next week, we are gonna be on episode 24.
Yes,
we're gonna be done.
Yes, and I think all of the Casa Amor episodes are next week. Oh,
y'all, especially everyone who's gonna be here for Love Island 7. That means we're about to finish Love Island 6, be off for a week, and then we're gonna be here every week for Love Island 7.
Yep.
And for the girls that don't know, we are covering Love Island 7, and those are going to be every Wednesday and Sunday. Mm-hmm. So we're gonna be here, girls. We're gonna be here. Is this our little thing now? Are we a Love Island pod? Is that what we are now? Like, what is this? And actually, the Love Island stands, y'all ate. Y'all ate.
Oh, y'all did because y'all came for the vote.
Y'all get us to do Love Island. We're now finna do back-to-back Love Island.
Yeah,
bitch.
they ate. They took over. It's the takeover. Shout out to MW. Y'all are so hilarious. Thank you. We need
Rain King.
A live post-show reaction this new season. This new season gonna be we're gonna be here. Live post-show reaction for some episodes. We'll be live.
Oh yeah, we probably should. We probably definitely should. So with Love Island, because Sunday and Wednesday are going to be the set schedule because it works for our work schedules. But let's say it's a Casa Amora day and there's nothing else on, then definitely. But when Big Brother start, y'all know she take precedence.
Y'all know Big Brother take precedence.
A Big Brother podcast first.
Okay,
so that's where she's gonna get.
We're gonna be here. We're gonna
work it out for y'all because bitch, y'all just
put it on the floor.
Other people, so clearly we need to be.
Period. Get into Survivor 48. We'll be going live tonight, child. I mean, whatever. Also, get into Survivor Borneo tomorrow, of course. Amazing Race still going on Friday, and on Saturday we're starting our Drag Race All Stars 10 recap. So get into that. And then also get into Big Brother 5 is coming soon. So stay tuned. Yeah. Make sure y'all send in y'all votes.
Yeah.
We need to get 10 nominations for this upcoming Reality Rewind season. So send in your suggestions. I've seen some of y'all send some in. If you send one in and you didn't like it, send in another one. Oh, don't keep sending it in forever and ever and ever. Bitch. But some of y'all send in like Big Brother seasons. We're not going to count those. Some of y'all send in Survivor seasons. We're not going to count those. You can always switch it around, trade it if you did one of those things. But make sure you send in the name of the show and then the season that you want us to cover, because otherwise we're not going to know where your vote needs to go to. Okay, honey? We do have a lot of votes coming in. We had like 100 votes. There's a lot of space for any show to get in the top 10. So if you want to lobby for your show, because it's not one show overtaking anything. There is every different show we done seen. Bitches is saying fucking Polaroid season 2. Shit I ain't never heard of, King. So definitely send in your vote. What, girl?
I opened Twitter. They saying the challenge coming back this summer.
Anyways, we won't be there. Shout out to MW. Feel free to jump on a live if the episode demands. Period.
Oh, we will.
They want us to cover. They want us to cover any. I know that's
and
right.
We need to leave y'all off with this. Matoka says, "Vote BGC7." Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Hey, like y'all need to for real. Okay, one of these reality rewinds has got to be BGC7.
It does.
And Real Housewives, because y'all be saying Real Housewives 6.
Real Housewives as well.
Either one of those will work. Okay.
Get into the Scripted Kingdom. I drug Thunderbolts this week, so get into my Thunderbolts drag.
You're a hater. If y'all love Thunderbolts like I did, please go to that video, like it, but then also get in the comments and drag him.
Oh. And we'll see y'all tonight. So make sure y'all here tonight. Bye. Thanks for keeping it real with the kingdom. We out, honey. Bye.